Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back, to another live stream. That's right. Now, just a regular live stream here, it's not a hump day, happy Wednesday live stream like we used to have. It's not a cooking live stream. It's not the podcast live stream. No, just a regular old live stream talking about your favorites, the Bitcoins. That's right. Actually, you already know what we're going to be talking about today, but we're not just going to be talking about Bitcoin in the sense of like what a lot of people out there are talking about Bitcoin, which is, talking about price and other things like that. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Just we got a lot of noise out there real quick. I was wanting to see if we can, have that guy skip on through because I am in the middle of the matrix. But as you guys already know, there's all kinds of things in the matrix going on at the same time. So I'm waiting just a few minutes, waiting for everybody to kind of just jump in here real quick until so we can get started. Basically, you already know the deal. So shout out to everyone out there. Shout out to everyone watching us, on, all over the place, basically. You're watching us on Twitch, on DLive, or on YouTube. Wherever you're watching us, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. As you guys already know, you guys already know what we do here. We have a really awesome, fun time talking about all kinds of things. I was really thinking about changing today's live stream at the last minute and talk about a completely different subject. I wanted to talk about, it seems like there might be impending civil war happening in the US at the moment. So I kind of wanted to bring that up and talk about that. But then I realized, you know what? No, I need to talk about this because the reality is that everyone is talking about the Civil War, and everyone's, again, literally a bunch of states in the US have literally said, we're not accepting Biden. A bunch of other states are saying we're not accepting Trump. And now, there's an impasse. So, something's going to happen there for sure. We don't know what's going to happen, but something's going to happen. But in the meantime, while all that is happening, you need to figure out what you're going to do and how you're going to prepare yourself and how you're going to get ready and what you're going to do for you and your family and so on and so forth. So, literally learning about Bitcoin, and really what it is and what it's about and all these other things, that is what's really going to take you to the next level. It's not just learning about Bitcoin. You got to learn about so many things, how to survive, how to take care of yourself, about gold, about silver, the difference between money and currency, wealth, and being rich, and I can go on and on. We're going to be talking about a lot of these things today. Because we need to, start getting some of those fundamentals out there, because a lot of people still just have no idea. First of all, not only do you not have any idea what Bitcoin is, but a lot of you guys have no idea why we need Bitcoin. Okay. And that to me is the most important thing. Once you, the individual, realize why we need Bitcoin and why we need this technology and these kind of things, all of a sudden, immediately you're like, oh shit, I gotta go buy some now, yesterday, all that stuff, basically, so that's kind of like how it works, and so when you're putting your money into Bitcoin, you're not buying like Bitcoin per se. You are buying Bitcoin. Hold on. You are buying Bitcoin, but what I'm saying is that when you are literally trading your US dollars, your pesos, your euros, your whatever currency, when you're trading that for Bitcoin, what you're actually doing is that you are protecting your wealth. You are literally creating savings, okay? And so on and so forth, all right? And so a lot of people just don't understand that, They think that saving is in dollars or pesos or whatever paper currency is the one that's used wherever you live. But the reality is that paper money, that paper currency does not have any value. The value that it has is what we people give it to. We give it to that paper. So whatever value we, the people, give to that paper, well, that is what gives that paper value. All right. And so, at some point in the very near future, people are not gonna trust these pieces of paper anymore. And when the world does not trust these pieces of paper anymore, well, the world is gonna immediately be like, well, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna use? What kind of money? What kind of currency? How the fuck are we gonna continue with the economy, with the world, with everything that we gotta do right now? And that's when things like Bitcoin and the underlying technology, which is all the other cryptocurrencies that come with it, are all of a sudden going to be, coming to light. Okay, so that's where we're at there. In fact, let me see real quick if I can, because I'm going to add something to the background here, because I want to see if I can add, what is it like, some more stuff from the internet, so you guys can see, what I'm talking about here real quick, okay? To make it easier for all of us. So, give me un segundo, por favor. I think it'll be easier if I just use. So yeah, because what I wanted to do real quick is that I wanted to show you guys, things like the cryptocurrencies and all that other stuff behind me. How do I, But anyways, so guys, what we're gonna do is that what we do in this show is that I open up the chat, okay, to questions. There's a bunch of you guys out there with a bunch of questions already. Start asking these questions so I can answer these questions for you and we can go forward. Because me, I can go on my rants and I just keep talking and talking and talking. But at the same time, there's a lot of questions that you guys might have and I probably can answer them for you. So let's get into it real quick. All right, so in the meantime, I should have done this earlier. It's just I've been, again, me, I'm always running around busy doing a million things. And I'm just trying to, how can I? I'm trying to get it so that I can share this real quick. But anyways, guys, hold on. Let me put some of that music in the background real quick. Just a quick second. I'm trying to figure this out. Uno segundo, por favor. I am so sorry. But in the meantime, hopefully it'll... Yeah, how do I... Man, I completely forgot I dropped the ball on this thing. I'm trying to get the... use OBS here because I want to see if I can put... I don't think I'm going to be able to. Just forget it. Don't worry. Let me just... Yeah, sorry guys. Let me just add this browser there. No, that's not gonna work. Yeah, man, I forgot how to add. Oh my God, okay, forget it. I'm gonna take forever doing this. You know what, let me just eliminate this. I'm so sorry, guys. I know, this is like the worst start to a fucking stream ever. I know, I say that all the time. All right, I'm always trying to one-up myself on horrible streams. Anyways, all right, so let's get to it. So, let me see what you guys have written in the chat. Oh, look at that, there's like 1 million people in the chat already. Great, perfect, let's get down that. Okay, let's do that, bam. Okay, so, let's start all the way from the top, okay. Andrew says, been waiting to hear your opinion on Bitcoin. Great. Okay. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Herman. Hi, Elijah. Hi, Mega Shredder. Hi, Arbrella. Hi, everybody. Elijah says, the price of Bitcoin shot down a bit. That's not a big deal. Your wagon, Arbrella. I have a trader for Bitcoin and she made a lot of money. but they don't tell you everything. I have to pay platform and her 20%. I just wish she told me. Listen, Barella, don't look. You know what? That's great. Okay, real quick. Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. Barella Hawkins says, I have a trader for Bitcoin and she made me a lot of money, but they don't tell you everything. I had to pay platform and her 20%. I just wish they told me everything. Okay, so this is how it works, guys. You need to learn how to manage your money. Okay, that's part of what we're going to be talking about today here. If you are not in control of your money, if you are not managing your money, if you are not with your money in your hands, that is not your money. Okay, that is their money. So Barella, right now, as you have a trader, you know, with your money trading, they're doing what they want with your money, and they're also making money with your money. So there's two options. Option one, you can learn this, okay? You can find it out there, okay? In fact, if you want to learn how to trade, which again, all this is gambling, but this is not what I would be doing if I were you, okay? I'm not a trader, and I'm not a big trader guy. I don't hate on that. If you want to trade and you want to be a trader, go for it. Good for you. But to me, I look at it like gambling. Again, nothing wrong with that, okay? But that's what that is. You know, really what you should be doing by investing your cash into these assets is that you are literally like, you know, when you're buying a home, you're buying gold and silver, you're buying, you know, Picasso, you're buying these things that you know you're not going to sell tomorrow. You know they're going to increase in value, and the reality is you plan on keeping these things as long as possible, okay? So they can keep accruing wealth, okay, accruing value, and then you can eventually trade it in for something, okay, that's going to be of equal or greater value, which a lot of times you do when you do that. But the problem, what happens is that if you don't understand these just simple dynamics and you're just thinking, oh, I'm here to make some money, you are going to get wrecked, as they like to say, okay? You are not going to, you know, it's not going to fare well for you and you know, and your money in the long run. Same as if you just trade and you know, it could end bad, okay? But it could also end very good. But the point I'm making is that you need to manage your money. You need to figure out how to manage your money. Again, if I'm talking to Barella, but I'm also talking to everybody now. If you would have just on your own gone out and got your phone, downloaded something like the Cash App. There's a bunch of apps, okay? I'm just using the Cash App because they're the easiest, okay? You download something like the Cash App. You sign up. You buy Bitcoin. You get that Bitcoin that you bought from the Cash App and you transfer it to your computer, to your wallet, to you, okay? You have your keys, you got your Bitcoin. And you just sit on the Bitcoin. You would have made a lot of money. And you would have kept all of it. And no one would even know, you get what I'm saying, that you even had it, okay? So that's, you know, what I would do if I were you, you know what I mean? I would just, you know, I would literally not be trading, but again, you got to use this as a vehicle to protect yourself. It's a hedge against the dollar, a hedge against inflation, a hedge against debt, a hedge against all the money printing that's going on right now. You are protecting yourself from all the insanity that's going on right now, okay? So as I and others sit here with our Bitcoin, we are increasing in value. Our Bitcoin and everything that we have is increasing in value, while the rest of the world is losing value because their money, their currency, remember, a lot of people put their savings in things like paper money, aka the US dollar. So when you keep your savings in the US dollar and then the US dollar keeps printing and printing and printing and printing, well, what happens? If there's only one pen, this one pen keeps getting more valuable as more people want it. But as more people want this pen, all of a sudden other people start creating pens, and then all of a sudden the more pens there are in the market, well, it decreases the value of this particular pen, same as all these other pens. So the same thing with the dollar and all these other currencies. The more they print, the more they lose value. Now, since these things like Bitcoin, property, gold, silver, all these other assets are valued okay, in dollars, well, guess what? You know what I mean? As everything pumps up in price and inflates in price, hence inflation, hyperinflation, so does Bitcoin, so does everything else. Now, if you buy a brand new car, it's going to get devalued. If you buy a lot of things, they're going to get devalued. Okay, immediately. You could take the car off the lot, immediately it's already worth less. Okay, but not something like Bitcoin. In fact, you can buy Bitcoin and yeah, immediately, as soon as you put it in your wallet, you lose money because, you know, you got to pay for the fees, you got to pay for a few things, you know what I mean, in order to acquire that Bitcoin. But literally 10 minutes later, you could already be up. In fact, not literally, you are up. Even if, let's say you bought $100, but you only have $95 worth because of the fees and all this other stuff, that $95 that you have is already worth more than the $100 that you had. Okay, because that paper money is decreasing in value every second, while things like Bitcoin, gold, silver, property, whatever the fuck, you know, they're increasing in value as we go on. You know what I mean? So I hope that made a little sense. But again, I would not trust a third party with your Bitcoin. I would not trust a third party with your cash. I would not trust a third party with your gold, your silver. I would not trust a third party with fucking anything, period. When the shit hits the fan, these individuals out there are gonna, you know, take your Bitcoin and run away. And what are you gonna do? Sue them? Yeah, good luck with that. You know what I mean? They're gonna go bankrupt and you're not gonna have anything to sue. And that's it. It happens all the fucking time. So please, get those Bitcoin back in your pocket, okay? Stop paying these individuals out there to manage your money and learn to manage your money. Because this is the last thing I'm going to say about this. If you don't manage your money, if you don't learn how to manage your money, you don't deserve it, okay? Making money is easy. Keeping it is the hard part, okay? So again, this is well known, okay? So you have that money? Well, it's your job to do your homework and educate yourself in order to put yourself in the proper position so that you don't lose that money, okay? Or you make that money work for you. Oh, that's too much work? Well, I guess you don't love that money bad enough, do you? Right? Okay. So I hope that made sense, and I hope, you know, all right? I hope, you know what I mean? Otherwise, again, like I said, you know, that money is just gone. Okay. Next, move on to the next comment section. You know, the next what is it? The next whatever you guys are saying there. Okay, Mega Shredder says, "What do you think about Ethereum and Monero?" Great question. Monero, I love. Great. I'm a big fan. Big fan of Monero because it's basically the only privacy coin out there. There's a bunch of privacy coins, but Monero is the privacy coin. Okay. And just like cash, in which it is private, because again, you exchange cash for this item right here. Nobody knows that that transaction happened because it's cash and just between two people, peer to peer. So Monero is really like cash, okay? Not Bitcoin Cash, not Bitcoin, not a bunch of all these other things. You know, Bitcoin is more like gold or silver or something like that. At least now. I mean, you know, going forward, I mean, that's what I see. But something like Monero, I see that more as real cash. And there's other cash out there. You know, there's other cryptos that they perform like that. Now, Ethereum. What do I think about Ethereum? Hold on. You know, what do I think about Ethereum? What do I think about Ethereum? You know, so I'm not a fan. I've made videos on Ethereum going back to 2017 and beyond, and I'm not a fan. Why? Because of the architecture and what Ethereum really is. Okay, look, there's other platforms like Ethereum out there. There's Cardano, there's EOS, there's Tron, and I can go on. And all of these are already better. Look, this is all business, guys, okay? We're going to be talking about a lot of things today, but this is all business, okay? We've talked about this many times in the past before. We're moving into a new paradigm. We're moving into a near zero marginal cost society, okay? Basically, and again, now so not only are we moving into the near zero marginal cost society, which is things like Uber, Airbnb, all the apps that we use, and I can go on and on. Not only are we moving into that world, okay, that's in front of our face, but also on top of that, you know, business is always there. Business, okay? So let's just get to business real quick, okay? In order for a platform like Ethereum to be a success, they have to be better than all the other platforms out there. They're not. They're more expensive. They're slow. I could go on. There's a huge litany of reasons as to what makes Ethereum shitty. Sure, there's all these updates, Ethereum 2.0, Ethereum, but again, all you're doing is just putting a bunch of band-aids on something that, sure, was kind of revolutionary when it first came out, but, you know, now we have way better versions of that Ethereum, and they're out there. And again, the same thing could happen to Bitcoin. Don't get it twisted. There are better versions of Bitcoin in the sense of, like, you know, they might do certain things better than Bitcoin does, but Bitcoin is a completely different animal than Ethereum. Bitcoin takes an advantage from being the first. Ethereum does not, unfortunately, okay? Because again, they have not grown, okay, with the industry. In fact, I feel like they've regressed, but I digress. At the end of the day, what is Ethereum? What is EOS? What is Cardano? What is Tron? What is all these things? Okay, we have to build a brand new internet. This brand new internet has to be decentralized, okay? And it has to be controlled by us, the people. Right now, the internet is free, okay? And is also semi-decentralized, but the reality is that it's pretty centralized because we centralize ourselves by being on platforms like YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. And we complain, oh my God, they censor us, they this, they that. Well, again, you know, they censor you because you choose to be on these platforms that are going to censor you, and they're centralized, and, you know, you're choosing to play in their ballpark. But you can very easily move into another platform, okay, that eventually people are going to move on to, because these old platforms are going to kick all the people off. We already see it happening. And eventually you're going to move into a brand new platform that is hopefully built, okay, on the blockchain. Remember, this is like a fancy, icky, whatever word. I'm not a big fan, but whatever. A new blockchain, decentralized platform, okay? And then on that platform, you know, all of a sudden, you know, they won't be able to shut you down because of the technology itself. They won't allow them to shut you down. And then all of a sudden become an internet full of all these platforms in which everything is decentralized and nothing is run or owned by a government entity or a corporation. Right now, most of the things that we love are run by corporations and governments and all these other things. But if, you know, we have a way to get out of that system, which we do, and we're building it, then why would we go back to that? So now going back to like Ethereum and all these other things. Okay, so Ethereum is a building block for this new internet. Now, we are living in a world right now. I mean, I'm looking like living in a world right now in which, you know, you type something on your fucking phone, and if it's not up within a millisecond, you're already getting so upset. You're getting your phone and you're throwing it up against the wall because it's not going fast enough. Ethereum is the slowest of all these, okay, and the most expensive. So if you are literally building the new internet and you're building new apps like Uber, WhatsApp, Airbnb, whatever the fuck, all the apps have to, everything has to be rebuilt, the whole internet, all the apps, everything. So if you are gonna, when you're rebuilding this, you need to use a new platform, aka, or the new building blocks, okay? The new building blocks are things like Ethereum, EOS, Cardano, Tron, whatever. And when you are a developer and you are choosing what you're gonna use, you have your choice. Okay, I'm gonna use Ethereum, which is slow, expensive, outdated, and I can go on and on. Or I'm going to use something like EOS, Tron, Cardano, which is cheap, fast, efficient, already has a bunch of fucking apps running on it, and so on and so forth. Another thing about Ethereum is that you have more than one app or more than a bunch of things going on there, and it just starts slowing down and bogging down. You use EOS, Cardano, Tron, not at all, if you know. So it's just things like that. I'm not a tech guy by any stretch of the imagination. I'm more of the business side of things. But just looking at it from a business perspective, it's like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, are you fucking kidding me? What industry or people are really going to invest or put their money to build their app, their corporate, their whatever with Ethereum, knowing that it's a dinosaur? You know, why would you, if you have the choice of building, you know, a brand new, you know, technology business and you have the choice of using the most brand new M1 super chip that's going to be super crazy fast, or use a 1985 desktop computer. And by the way, the 1985 desktop computer is more expensive. It's like, come on, man. Why is it? But most people don't even know any of this stuff. They're just, oh, I'm gonna, put my money in Ethereum because it's expensive in the money and it's gonna make money. If you don't educate yourself on any of this shit, you're gonna lose all your fucking money. Whether you're giving it to somebody else to manage, or whether you're just investing in something, but it's a cool thing that's gonna make me money, and you're just thinking about that. Listen, there's nothing wrong with that. Meaning like, if you put your money in Ethereum only because you know it's gonna get to $1,500. Okay, and then at that point you sell your Ethereum and buy Bitcoin or buy anything else, hey, I applaud you. But if you are investing in Ethereum thinking that that's going to be the future, you're fucked, man. You're fucked. You're fucked. All right? You're fucked. So, and that goes for everybody out there, okay? That's with every one of these coins. That's why I wanted to bring the coins and put them on the back here so you guys can see. That's with every project. Every project out there. We are in the beginning of the internet boom. So imagine like the mid-90s, okay? And you're asking me, people are asking me, hey, what do you think about pets.com or amazon.com? Well, I can give you my perspective from a business standpoint and be like, well, I don't think pets.com is going to work because they're spending all their money on advertising and they have no idea what the hell they're doing, in the sense of like when you order some dog food from pets.com, not only do you not get it, but it's like, the same pet food that you're buying from pets.com is going to cost you 3 times the amount because of the delivery, the this, the that, the that. But this thing, Amazon, I mean, it looks, it looks promising. I mean, they are just selling books, but they have a really good margin of, like a really good cost margin, meaning that, yeah, I mean, these books are kind of like just sitting there, in a sense, or they're probably getting them from a warehouse, meaning Barnes and Noble, or, books, in, any one of these places that existed back then. And basically maybe Amazon is just filling the orders as they sell them, meaning that if I sell this book, then I'll go and get it from, whatever, purchase it and then sell it. So like, oh, wow, that's a really good, whatever, even though I don't understand it. I don't know how people are going to buy books on the internet. I don't understand how people are going to buy dog food on the internet, but at least what they're doing with Amazon is cost effective, and they are building a good business model in which that's going to succeed one way or the other, while the other one is not. You follow me? So that's what I'm doing when anyone asks me about, hey, what do you think about Ethereum, or what do you think about this project or that project? I just go down that route. I look at it like a business and I go, well, is this going to be around? Is this going to solve a problem? Is this going to this and that? All the things that you got to ask when you're starting any fucking business, okay? And if it solves problems, if it's a better product, a cheaper product, a more efficient product. I mean, come on, look at Uber, how it has decimated, okay, the taxi industry. Look at Airbnb, how it has decimated the, And why? Because they offer a better product, they offer a cheaper product, they offer a, I can go on and on. Okay, and there's a lot of things like that out there. So that's the thing. These are the things that you need to look at when you are putting your money into these things. Now, if you are the lazy kind, like me and others, or you're not that risk averse, you just buy Bitcoin, buy gold, buy silver, buy whatever, and just wait for the whole fucking thing to tumble, and then, let the whole thing settle, and then, that these things are going to hold value very well, and then you can trade them for something else, and then at that point, start investing. But right now, if you are putting your money into anything, and you're not gambling, meaning if you're putting your money in the stock market, you're putting your money in the crypto market, and you are not with the mentality, hey, I'm just here gambling and making money, you're fucked. Because if you're here putting your money in Amazon thinking that, oh my God, Amazon stock is going to save me 20 years from now, you're going to lose it. If you're going to buy, like any kind of crypto project, coin, thinking, oh my God, this is the future, you're probably going to lose it. Because again, remember, we're still going through hyperinflation. We're still going through a lot of economic and civil things around the world. So there is actually a greater chance that everything keeps, eventually is going to pump up and then tumble down all the way to rock bottom and beyond. Look, beyond all the way down here. And then once we're here, all the way to rock bottom, beyond the rock bottom, under the ground, at that point, things like Bitcoin, silver, property, all these things are really going to be, gaining their true value. And then at that point, anyone that survived, you know, if Ethereum survived, good. You know what I mean? Maybe they'll make it, but they're not going to make it because compared to all the other projects, they're not going to survive. If XYZ coin, you know, survived, great. But that's the thing. I don't think they're going to survive now. Everything is surviving now because we're living in a world of easy money. But once that money stops, once there's no more printing, once there's no more dollar, once all this shit just stops, well, guess what? The ones that are holding the real valuable things like Bitcoin, gold, silver, whatever, you know what I mean? Well, we're going to be fine. But anyone holding anything else, you're fucked. Again, if you're trying to feed yourself or you're trying to, you know, purchase, let's say, again, once everything hits the fan, okay, and you have millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin that you bought for a couple $1,000s, but you got millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin and, you know, someone is selling their house and all they want is, you know, Bitcoin. Again, what the fuck are you going to do with your fucking dumbass shit coin? You know, your Elijah coin, your fuck, I don't know why I say Elijah, your microphone coin, your tree coin, your Ethereum coin. No one's going to want that shit, bro. People are going to want, you know, again, you got some gold, you got some silver, you got anything worth value, you got a Picasso. I'll take a fucking Picasso for the house. Oh, what, you got engine coin? Get the fuck out of here with that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you got BlackBerry coin? Get the fuck out of here with that BlackBerry coin. What the fuck do I mind? What? You got a bunch of Walmart points, a bunch of Target points? What the fuck am I going to do with that? Now, once everything recovers, yeah, all these things are going to be, you know, of value and tradable and usable and things like that. But in the meantime, and when the shit really hits a fan and everything is, you know what I mean? Everyone's just trying to survive and trying to rebuild and trying to, you know, no, man. You know what I mean? Like, no way. So that's why, you know, again, I know I went off on a crazy rant there, but, you know, that's what when I look at Ethereum, I mean, I look at all these things and I'm like, no way, man. There's no way in fucking hell that thing's going to survive. All right. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. You know what I mean? You know, things, you know, we're always constantly being surprised, you know, but no, man. I sincerely doubt it. You know what I mean? Like, there's just no way, you know, no way. All right. Moving on to the next one. All right. I gotta say bye to the missus. Bye. She's on the other side of the matrix. What? Yeah. Me or you? Hey, look, you got here. Let me break the matrix for a minute. Let me see if it works. Bye. Hey, cierra aquí para que Gizmo salga, please. Gizmo, stay here with me. All right, anyway, sorry guys, a little distraction. Okay, I got Gizmo out here, you know, trying to... Okay, so I hope that answered your question on Ethereum. How's it going? How's it going driving? How's it going, Mega Shredder, Umbrella, Daniel, everybody out there? Shout out to everybody. Okay, Umbrella. But feel like I could have did myself if I knew, but okay, you ready? Okay. Daniel Rose says, you're the man. Do you think Bitcoin is a smarter decision than gold? And how much do you think it will rise to be within the next 5 years? Okay, Daniel, I probably already answered this question with what I was just saying right now. But again, you know what I mean? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know what I mean? I don't do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, go ahead. And, you know, I don't do that, okay? Honestly. Oh, yeah. So, you know, I don't do that, okay? So I have some money in Bitcoin. I got some in Monero. I got some in silver. I got some in gold. I got some, you know what I mean? I'm diversified, okay? And that's what I would do if I were you, because the thing is that we don't know how all this is going to play out. You know, let's just pretend that they silly do like an EMP attack, or they turn off the grid in your area for a while. Now, your Bitcoin is going to be safe. It's always going to be safe. But in the meantime, what the fuck are you gonna do? You know what I mean? So if you got some silver, you're good. If you got a bunch of liquor bottles, you can trade liquor for food. If you got toilet paper, you can definitely trade toilet paper for food and water. You get what I'm saying? So that's why you gotta diversify. Depending on where you are in the world, depending on what you gotta get. If you're in the US, I would be getting food, guns, toilet paper, alcohol, you know, any one of these things that are gonna be tradable items. Get silver. Silver is the most undervalued asset of all time. Silver. Buy silver. I don't know how many times I gotta fucking tell you guys, buy fucking silver, okay? So, Yeah, you know what I mean? Diversify, okay? And what do I think Bitcoin's gonna be in the next 5 years? I think Bitcoin by the end of 2021 could very easily get to 100,000, okay? And by the time it gets to 100,000, it might drop all the way down to like where we are now, stay like that for a little while, and then eventually get to like 1 million by 5 years from now. And again, if Bitcoin is worth 1 million, that means that a cup of coffee is probably costing you, $100,000 for one cup of coffee. And that's how much value the US dollar or your currency has lost. Again, if you go to Venezuela, it's already over 1 million for a cup of coffee. If you go to Argentina, it's $10,000 for a cup of coffee, and I can go on and on. So there's a bunch of, that's why I said, depending on what country you are, depending on where you are in the world, depending on many factors, what's going to depend on what you need to survive. And whether or not you're already into hyperinflation or not. And so the dollar is going to be the last thing to go. The second to last is going to be the euro, I think. But in between that, every other currency is going to have its thing. I think the Mexican peso is going to be very, very good, because the Mexican peso is going to fall with the dollar. Once it falls, they got a replacement, not a problem. But, some countries are going to be fine. Some countries are not going to be fine. The more your country heavily relies on the dollar, the more fucked you're going to be, the dollar or the euro. So let me see. Okay, so now I'm just going through all the comments, Let me see. IC says, I was going to buy a SafePal wallet, but they say Ledger Nano S is better, or maybe Trezor. Any thoughts? Yeah, Trezor. I would go with Trezor. All these things have already been kind of hacked a little bit, but the reality is, of all the ones out there, Trezor is the best one. So again, because even Ledger has been hacked to the point where they can get your shit. Trezor, because these things are like little USB drives like this. Okay, so basically the Trezor, they were able to do like a little bit of a hack, but again, it's like they still have to physically have your Trezor and then hack it, in order for them. So again, even then, at Trezor, by far, I will put Trezor number 1, huge gap, Ledger Nano S, and then I don't know about anything else, honestly. I'm sure that there's a bunch of other wallets, but I don't know. Trezor is the one. Trezor's been around for fucking ever, you know what I mean? And they're literally coming from like the middle of like the Czech Republic, and I would trust Trezor more than I got a few of those. Okay, Trezor. I've had my original Trezor I had like a gazillion years ago, and I always as my value has increased, I have bought more Trezors in order to, again, a Trezor or a hard wallet, a cold wallet, that's your safe. That's how you keep your money safe. That's how you keep your Bitcoin safe. Remember, you're not keeping any of this in the bank. You're not keeping this in anything. You're keeping it out like in the cloud, in the Bitcoin cloud. But how can it really be accessed or put out there? You got to have that cold wallet, okay, to store it, okay? And again, you can go even colder and just keep the password, okay? That's hardcore, but whatever. Hey, IBLB, what's up, brother? Love you. That's one of my really good friends and from from out there in California, and he's a big Bitcoin guy. Shout out to you, bro. IC says Kobo Vault is great. There you go. I would trust I would trust IBLB because he knows a lot about this stuff, okay? He's really been into the crypto space, for the same amount of time as me. I go on and off because I look at this space in a very different way than other people do, but he does know a lot more about the technology and things like that because, I know. So, but anyways, yeah, check out the Kobo Vault. You never know. Whatever he said there. Go check out Crypto Guide channel. He reviews wallets. There you go. Check all that out, So yeah, that's another thing too, man. I'm not out here trying to pretend like I fucking know everything and I'm like the god on anything. I don't know. All I know is I don't know shit. Okay, but I do recommend that you guys go check out other YouTube channels. Okay. And don't take their word for it either. Check out a bunch of YouTube channels. Look, man, I got a few YouTube channels that are in the crypto space that I used to respect. and have lost a lot of respect for, because they just keep holding on to their guns and they don't learn and they don't grow with the space and with the technology. They just, I'm gonna keep take this coin because whatever, yada yada yada. And I'm like, all right, bro, good luck with that. You know what I mean? So you got to learn, you got to grow, not just as a business person, as an investor, but as an individual. You got to be constantly growing and becoming a better person, an investor, and all that shit. We got Gizmo out there causing a ruckus. Man, the Gizmo's so smart. I closed the door here, and he fucking finagled his way through another part of the house, to get himself all the way to the front of the house so he can, bark at things. Anyways. Okay, let's see. Mega Shredder says, bro, people dead ass still giving Bitcoin to jug traders. Yeah, exactly. People don't want to put in the work to gain their own knowledge. Yeah, man. Again, and I say this all the time, man. If you're not willing to put in the work, I don't know what to tell you when you lose your money. You know what I mean? I got family members out there, okay, that are literally money managers. Okay, I got fucking people in my family that manage millions and millions and millions of dollars for people, yet they can barely pay rent. So you're going to literally give your money to a guy that can't barely pay rent to manage your millions? I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, Mega Shredder says, don't trust any of the comments. They're all jug accounts, meaning of what is the meaning of jug? A scammer who uses or either a website or a DM app to scam individuals. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. You know how many fucking people DM me all the time on Instagram? You know what I mean? Like, and then just saying, like, hey, I heard you're into Bitcoin and this and that. I'm like, bro, everything is in my profile. And you're talking to me like you didn't even read a word in my fucking profile. You know what I mean? Like, and yet, people fall for these scams all the fucking time. Fucking Nigerian princes on there all the time. Pog. We got Hanson up in the house. By the way, okay, so Elijah, by the way, that's why I said Elijah. Because I saw Elijah in there earlier. Okay, Elijah says, I found a nice channel for learning Bitcoin. I'm so happy with the newfound knowledge. Cool. I don't know if you're talking about me or not, but whatever, it's all good. Wish there was an actual wallet with a BTC wallet built in. That doesn't even make any sense. There are a bunch of wallets out there. Again, check out IBLB. But a wallet is just a thing, okay? Just like your wallet where you keep your money, it's a digital wallet in which you keep your coins. So again, most wallets, in fact, almost all popular wallets can keep Bitcoin. Again, remember, it's a wallet. So just like you have a wallet in your pocket, you can put dollars, pesos, euros, whatever in there. So it's the same thing. If you, with a wallet, the same thing. You can put Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Monero, blah, blah. Now, not all coins are supported by all wallets, but most wallets that support more than one coin, definitely all support Bitcoin and then the other coins. So I hope that made sense. Okay, Hansen says, hodl Dogecoin, wild card. No, yeah, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, you guys, some of you guys like IBLB and some of you crypto enthusiasts out there might be looking at, something like Dogecoin, as a joke and as something that's not going to be around. No way, man. Dogecoin, not only has it lasted and it's been around, but it's going to be around, because when I talk about everything, and when I talk about this space and what's going to really survive in the future, it's going to be something like Dogecoin. It needs to be a protocol, okay, that is just put out there into the wild and let the people do their thing with that protocol. And it's not there to make money. It's not there to fucking do anything but just help the people do a thing. So Dogecoin does that. The guy that created Dogecoin just created it, put it out there, and bam, that's it. He doesn't even update or upgrade Dogecoin at all. But it serves the purpose of what a cryptocurrency is. A cryptocurrency. So Dogecoin is a perfect cryptocurrency. There's no middleman. There's no one in the way. It's just a coin. And then no one can, no government can ban Dogecoin. You get what I'm saying? No corporation can ban Dogecoin. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Now, things like Dash, things, other like Bitcoin Cash and all these other things, the government can actually come after the point of weakness, which is the creators. So, you know, basically a government entity can come after Dash and be like, hey, you got to stop operations or go to jail. They can go to fucking Roger Ver, the creator of Bitcoin Cash, and be like, hey, bro, you know, you're going to go to jail. Hey, but I'm not a U.S. citizen anymore. We don't give a fuck, bro. You know what I mean? Either you cease operations or we're going to put you in jail. And I can go on and on. Things like Dogecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and others. I mean, things like Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and others. Are you fucking kidding me? There's absolutely nothing that can be done to stop that because there's nobody that runs it, nobody that owns it. It's just out there. And the people, all the people, okay, are the ones that maintain it and use it and, you know, so, and again, if you play your cards right, the government will never know that you have, you know, Bitcoin. Just like if you play your cards right, the government will never know that you have gold and silver. Okay? Okay? All right? So, Dashcoin relies on marketing themselves as a payment service in Venezuela and Colombia. So yeah, you know, Mega Shredder, you know, you're right. Again, Dash is a great coin. They're doing a lot of great things. But at some point, you know what I mean, they might have trouble. If we go into the New World Order situation, yeah, they're going to be fucked. But if all of a sudden, you know, we go into civil war and part of the world goes into New World Order, the other half of the world becomes free and liberated, then Dash can survive. But if we go full New World Order all across the board, Dash is not going to survive. But if you yourself hold Bitcoin or Monero, you're going to be fine. But again, if we go full New World Order, Bitcoin is not going to save you either. Only something like Monero. So that's why you got to diversify. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, again, you know, you might have millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, and then at some point in the future, the government, in a sense, could stop you from using that coin because the minute you use the coin, they know who you are, they track you, they stop you, you're fucked. But if you put a few bucks into some Monero, and that Monero is also worth a lot of fucking money, and nobody knows that you have it, and nobody can track it, well, guess what? You know, you can function in the underworld, and you can do a lot of things while the New World Order is out there, you know, doing its thing. So, you know, again, you got to like really look at the big picture here, guys. It's a lot of fucking things. So, IBLB says Bitcoin is the foundation. Shitcoins die without it. Correct. You know what I mean? The only one that's unconfiscatable, immutable, censorship resistant. You know, I would argue Monero. You know, I would argue Monero too. Elijah says if I ever get on with owning an Airbnb, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrency will be accepted as payment. Exactly. And that's what we're seeing, you know, in parts all around the world. You know what I mean? A lot of people are already accepting Bitcoin as payment because they don't want your filthy dollars. They don't want your fucking euros. They don't want the local currency. So they'll take Bitcoin. Mega Shredder says, now the thing that about accepting Bitcoin, that's the thing. In a place like the US, it's very, 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 very hard for you to accept Bitcoin as a business. Now, if you're in a place like Mexico, you can accept it all day, every day. They won't even fucking know. Mega Shredder says, nah, I definitely don't think Ethereum is going to be the next thing. I could say it's like Yahoo. Nobody uses it but Gen Xers who remember the old day. Yeah, you know what? That is a great fucking point. You know what, Mega Shredder? I never even thought about that. But yeah, you know, Ethereum is going to be like Yahoo or AOL. You know, straight up. You know, that's what I really think, you know. That's a great fucking point. I think that, yeah, Ethereum is going to be around for a very long time. And the boomers of the future, they're going to fucking use the fuck out of that shit. I agree. Great point. Great point. I like that. Thank you. Now, this is Mega Shredder right now. Okay. Elijah says, I like Bitcoin because I can utilize it in different areas to purchase things, new house, also plan traveling. Yeah. So again, you know, right now, let's say that you're doing business. Let's say like right now, I'm building software for a brand new infrastructure of whatever. You know, again, I work for a factory. I work for a corporation, and I'm trying to build a new internet platform for my company. So I'm probably going to outsource. I'm probably going to go around the world, and who knows, maybe China or Japan or some other part of the world over there. That's where the best employee to help me build this infrastructure for my company exists. Now, in today's world, if I got my employee in China, it's almost impossible for me to fucking pay him in dollars or whatever currency. But guess what? You know what I mean? If he accepts Bitcoin, which he does, I can just send him money in Bitcoin and pay him and not have to worry about it. In fact, if I am any kind of person, business person, not business, whatever, and I'm trying to send $1 million from one point of the world to the other, the bank doesn't even allow you. They ask you for, you got to ask them for permission. It takes days to go through the SWIFT system. They tax the fuck out of you. They charge the fuck out of you in fees, and I can go on and on. Well, you can literally send $1 million to, you know, Xinjiang in fucking China, and it gets there like that, and they're charging you like, I don't know, $10, $100 in fees, period. For send $1 million, and no government, not China's government, not the US government, not any government can stop it. Not any corporation, nobody. Okay? So that's just one fucking thing. So, you know, again, you know what I mean? But yeah, Bitcoin, I mean, bro, you know what I mean? Like, people, when people only really start using Bitcoin and taking Bitcoin seriously, the minute in which they need it. You know what I mean? In which they're trying to do a transaction that the bank doesn't let them, and if maybe the bank froze their account, and I could go on and on. You know what I mean? And you know, your currency is hyperinflating, and you have a lot of money in the bank, and you're seeing every day that money is worth less and less and less. While if you would have kept your money in Bitcoin or gold and silver, your money and your value keeps increasing. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of reasons. Okay. Elijah, okay, I see what you did there. Okay, and Mega Shredder says, damn, bro, your Ethereum rant. I'm not long in Ethereum, only in Bitcoin. Yeah, sorry about my Ethereum rant, bro. Yeah, I'm not a fan, bro. Not a fan, obviously. I always knew the value of the dollar is going down. USA refuses to pay out of hefty. Yeah, okay. We know. Bye. Okay, bye, Elijah. I live in Connecticut, so you're heavily taxed, like in Cali. Mega Shredder, being Venezuelan and having family there has got me to get rid of fiat money again. Yeah, exactly. So Mega Shredder, bro. I mean, how do you send money to your family members? I got friends and business partners in Argentina, and the only way that we can do anything is through fucking Bitcoin. I mean, it's fucking nuts. You know what I mean? We got Mexican, American, Argentinian, and there's some other bank accounts. So we got a bunch of bank accounts to do business, and Bitcoin is the only way that once we got to settle up and we got to send value, that's the only thing we can do. That's the only thing we can fucking do, because they don't allow us with anything else. And when they do allow us, they tax us 60%. So for every dollar that I send, I have to pay $1.60. What the fuck? You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, so if I'm sending you $1, it's going to cost me $1.60. Nah, man. You know what I mean? So, no. So IBLB, thanks, love from Long Beach. Yeah, man, I hope everything's going all right in California. I know California is está de pinga, bro. By the way, when are you coming to Mexico, bro? When are you jumping the fucking wall and coming back to Mexico, bro? Because, oh yeah, at this point, at this rate, you know what I mean? It's not looking good, bro. I know, and I know you know. So, it's time to come back home, right? Elijah, yeah, that's what I meant. A physical wallet that you want to put cash, pesos, whatever, but also a digital wallet with some QR code. Yeah, so there's many wallets. You know what I mean? Again, you can have a hard wallet, like I explained. Okay, like a Trezor, a Ledger, a hard physical wallet. Okay, like that. Or you can have a wallet on your phone, okay? A wallet on your desktop computer. And all these wallets have QR codes and have all that shit, okay? So no matter what, even if your hard wallet has it, and so does your phone, and so does your computer. Okay? IBLB says, when you all get deep into Bitcoin, look into Coin Join and Whirlpool mixing for protection and privacy. Great. That's for the advanced user, okay? But yeah, you know what? Let me write that down, because I might see if I can research that. Maybe I'll talk about that in the future. Well, thank you, IBLB. I gotta start tipping you, IBLB. All right, hold on. Let me see. By the way, guys, if you have any questions, any comments, anything you want me to talk about, anything like that, let me know. Yeah, so I can research that a little bit more. Forgot about that. Thank you, bro. Live Studios, Bitcoin or Litecoin? Bitcoin. Litecoin is great. Litecoin is awesome, but Bitcoin. Litecoin is a direct copy of Bitcoin. So eventually, people are going to use Litecoin. I think eventually, down the future, people will use Litecoin like a currency, but very far into the future. Okay, Litecoin is literally the first version of Bitcoin Cash. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's what it is. I'm not a hater. You know what I mean? I think it's great. In fact, what Charlie Lee did way back when he sold all his Litecoin and just put it out there into the universe and let the Litecoin Foundation take care of it. Great moves in order to protect himself, as opposed to like what Bitcoin Cash, where Roger Ver stole the owner, I think. But again, you want to eliminate that. You want to eliminate that point of failure, and Litecoin has done that with the Litecoin Foundation. But again, Litecoin and Litecoin Foundation, all that shit could be part of the fucking deep state NWO, globalism shit. So who the fuck knows? Okay. IBLB says, Bitcoin, you don't think Fluffy Pony is a center point of failure in Monero? Well, the thing is that with what you said that about Monero is that, as far as I know, Monero is just like Bitcoin, in which it's out there. And I understand that they can come after Fluffy Pony, and Fluffy Pony is the creator. That's his nickname. He's the creator of Monero. But the reality is that even if they kill and get rid of Fluffy Pony, well, the thing is running on its own, and there's people taking care of it like Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like the whole infrastructure. So really, there's no need for Fluffy Pony. Now, if I'm wrong, please correct me, but that's the way I understand it, that he's not really a point of failure per se. Again, they can get rid of him, no problem. Okay? But again, and look, the reason is because, remember, how they can really stop any project or any one of these things is because eventually a lot of these projects, they got to file taxes, they got to file business this, they got to, business license, they got to file all these things, and that's how they basically kind of put a stop to it. Not just getting rid of the guy, but they get rid of the infrastructure. But if there's something out there that doesn't have an infrastructure in which anyone can attack or get rid of, like Bitcoin or Monero, well, then that doesn't matter, what if Fluffy Pony, they get to him or not. Just like if Satoshi were to come out, Satoshi is the creator of Bitcoin. We don't know who Satoshi is, but if Satoshi were to come out right now, they might just arrest him and put him in fucking jail, put him in jail and never see him again. But it doesn't mean that Bitcoin is not going to keep running on its own. So that's why Satoshi probably isn't coming out and will never come out and say, hey, I invented Bitcoin, because there's too many people that want him gone. Again, look at Edward Snowden, look at Julian Assange, look at Albrecht. I can go on and on. There's a lot of people out there, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's the way I see that. So, but again, IBLB, I would love your comments on that. I would love your opinion and what you have to say about that. Okay, so let me see. Megashreder says, a lot of people use Zelle in Venezuela, even though it is illegal for Chase to do it with sanctions. A very prominent U.S. company is bypassing sanctions in Venezuela, and very few know about it. Yeah, not just Zelle. And again, look at how the central banks always find a way to fucking get in there. And then, again, they're, going against U.S. law, but since they're such a big corporation, and again, a central bank that basically writes the fucking laws for the U.S. anyway, they just get a little slap on the wrist and be like, don't do it again. Don't do it again. Bad bank. But that's it. But look, it's not just Chase. Citgo, Citgo, the gasoline, petroleum company, they're doing the same. And in fact, one of the main reasons why the U.S. wants to invade Venezuela is because the Venezuelan president is kicking out Citgo. Okay, and now the U.S. is like, no. Even though we got sanctions and we're fucking you in the ass and we're doing all these horrible things to you, we still gotta, have Chase and Citgo and all our U.S. corporations raping and pillaging your people in your country. So yeah, anyways. Let me see more comments. I will screenshot. Okay, Megashreder says, most of my family lives out of Venezuela due to having dual citizenship of Trinidad and Venezuela. Awesome. Smart. There's a lot of Venezuelans out here in Mexico too, by the way. So that's great. Megashreder says, Adam Black Adam Back is Satoshi Nakamoto. I don't even know who the fuck Adam Back is, okay? Ashley Williams says, what do I think about Pirate Chain? I think that if you put your money into that, you most likely 100 million% chance you're going to lose your money. That's what I think about. What is it? Pirate Chain? Yeah. I think that there's a 1,000,000% chance of losing your money. That's what I think. All right, give me 1 second. I got to go take a bathroom break, so I'm going to see you guys in 1 second. Hold on, guys. Let me get some coffee. Be right back. Hey, hey, hey. We are back. Okay. Thank you, guys. Ashley asks, why? Why? Okay, let me turn the music off. Ashley is asking, why? Why do I think Pirate Chain is... You know what? Let's look it up. I'll look it up real quick. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Hold on. Let me see if I can share my browser first. What makes Monero better than Pirate Chain? How will gold, silver, BTC be revalued when fiat crashes? What would be that denominated against? It's a great point. Okay, hold on. We'll talk about that in 1 second. 1 second. Hold on. Un segundo, por favor. But yes, that's great. You know, thank you, Ashley. Those are a bunch of great topics we're going to talk about in a second. Okay, here we go. I want to see if I can get real quick. Oh, okay, I know what I can do. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, 1 second. Let me look up Pirate Chain in the meantime. I'm curious, you know, what the fuck that is. But yeah, it's definitely not gonna be good. Pirate Chain. Oh my god! Hold on. I gotta show you guys. Bro, get out of here. We'll look at it together, all right? So Pirate Chain, okay, that's Pirate Chain. You know, what is it? Okay, a truly private decentralized blockchain delayed proof of work. Yeah. So this is the way I see it, guys. Right now we're living through the internet boom. You know, we are living through we're living through the same thing that we lived through back in the 90s. Okay, back in the 90s, in the early, you know, to mid 90s to late 90s, you know, the tech boom. We're going through the same thing. There was a bazillion projects back then, and only a handful made it. Pirate Chain is one of those. You know what I mean? It's one of the billions of fucking projects out there that is only, that is probably not going to make it. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe you could do some research, you know what I mean? And you can find some value there and you could strike gold. Okay. But I wouldn't, again, if I don't trust something like Litecoin or Bitcoin Cash, what makes you think that I'm going to trust something like Pirate Chain? You know what I mean? So that's a thing. No, man, you know what I mean? Like, you got to look, and by the way, this is the most important thing I'm going to say all fucking day here. Do not, okay? And I repeat, do not take my word for it. Do not take anyone's word for it. Take your own word for it, meaning you do your own research. You do your own homework. You got to, figure this out. It's your money, your investment, and you, the individual, need to figure this out. Now, by listening to someone like me and other YouTubers or other people you can read or whatever out there, it's the same thing. You got to use all this information and then you got to make up your own opinion. If you're out here looking for me to, tell you, hey, Pirate Chain is good, you know what I mean? That's not how you invest, man. That's not how you anything. All right. And then if you get insulted by what I say, again, you're already way too deep into Pirate Chain. That's not good either. You get what I'm saying? Because look, I'll talk to you about computers for a minute. I am not a big Apple fan. I used to be an Apple fan, but I've always been Android, IBM, regular computer guy, you know what I mean? And very recently, I'm upgrading to a new computer system. I need to get a new computer. And as I'm building my computer, trying to figure all that out, my best friend, one of my really good friends, he fucking comes in and tells me, hey, have you heard about the new Apple M1, whatever? And I'm like, oh, bro, come on, Apple, the fuck out of here. He sends me like a video and just some information, and I check it out. I'm like, what? My fucking brain explodes. I do more research, more homework, more whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is amazing, but I got a million questions. I go back to him, we have a conversation, and I still have, we answer a lot of these questions. And again, I'm not, I am pretty sold on this new M1 Apple technology, but I still have my questions and my doubts. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to buy that. I'm most likely going to buy the new Apple product, even though I am not an Apple fanboy and I am not a big fan of the whole Apple ecosystem. But guess what? I am, conscious enough, where I can, know where I'm wrong, and I can, change my mind, and I can, roll with the punches, and then, go, okay, well, maybe the best bet here is to go with this Apple situation, and then add all these other things that I need to add to it, and bam, I got what I really need. So it's kind of like the same thing I'm going to repeat to you guys. You guys need to figure out the same thing. You guys need to figure out kind of like what you want to do with your life, with your savings, your this. You got to have goals. You got to have a certain whatever. And then you got to figure out the best way to get there. And that's it. If you're investing in Pirate Chain, just like anyone out there that's investing in any shit coin, and you're just investing in it to make some money, to make some dollars, you're already lost. Okay. So that's that real quick, okay? I'm going to keep talking to Ashley for a minute because I see there's a few questions there. So Ashley is also saying, what makes Monero better than Pirate Chain? Again, Monero has a humongous track record behind it, okay? It is a humongous ecosystem, and I can go on and on, okay? It has actual code that you can check and all these other things, as opposed to Pirate Chain, which, right off the bat, I've been in this space for a very long time, and it looks to me like a scam coin. But what the fuck do I know? I could be wrong. Probably not, but most likely, okay? So that's what I think. At the end of the day, now don't take my word for it. Who gives a fuck? What I have to say. You got to figure it out on your own, okay? That's number one. But when you said, how will gold, silver, Bitcoin, XMR be revalued when fiat crashes? That is a great, amazing question, okay? And that is why people need to know more about Bitcoin and all this other stuff. So let's answer that question really quickly. What's going to happen when fiat dies? Easy. We go back to the gold standard. Now, again, I know a lot of people out there are going to go against me on this, okay? But I think we really are going to go to a gold standard. Now, again, if we don't go to a gold or silver standard, we'll definitely go, okay, into some sort of maybe a Bitcoin standard, okay? And then everything is going to get its value from Bitcoin. Just like right now, everything gets its value from the dollar. Well, In the future, it's going to be probably something like Bitcoin. Now, why do I say gold? Because since the beginning of motherfucking time, it's always been gold. And every time that we repeat this cycle that has been going on since the beginning of fucking, since the Roman times and beyond, there's a reason they crucified fucking Jesus, for crying out loud. But this has been going on since back then and beyond. So every time that happens, the currency always gets revalued in gold. Okay, so I think that's where we're going to go. I think eventually we're just going to, once this cycle completes, we're going to get revalued in gold. Now, the people in power don't want that. They want to create a Fed coin, a International Monetary Fund coin, a banker coin, a central bank coin, so they can continue playing this game. So if all of a sudden they create a banker cryptocurrency, well, they can keep printing, and they don't have to end the dollar. Even if the dollar ends, it's okay. They replaced it with something else. And then the sheeple, all the sheep out there, they'll be like, oh, I don't trust Bitcoin. I don't even know who the Satoshi is, but I trust this bank coin because I trust the banks. Okay, you know what I mean? So, there's a lot of things and a lot of paradigms and a lot of variables that can that change this whole thing going forward. But I think at the end of the day, once it's all said and done and the central banks themselves also fucking falter, we're going to have to go back to a gold standard. And in the new future that we're moving into, it might be a Bitcoin standard, okay? Or it could be both, you know what I mean? But I think that's going to be a combination. There's going to be something around that because that's what's always happened. The only thing different this time around is Bitcoin. But yet, the rest of the world can't trust Bitcoin to that point yet, but everybody can trust gold, okay? And that's the thing. So what's going to happen is eventually, once a dollar fails, every country will have their currency again, only this time it's going to be a brand new currency printed out, and that new currency is now going to be revalued in gold and not going to be valued in dollars. Because every currency around the world and everything around the world is valued in dollars. So when the dollar is non-existent, then we're going to have to go back to gold, okay? And then every country is all of a sudden now, countries are going to all of a sudden become very rich or very poor. So places like Mexico, Venezuela, and Iran and other countries are going to become uber rich overnight. Because now all of their assets in their country are going to be revalued in gold. And what do they have? They have gold and silver and oil and all these other lithium and all these other natural resources, okay? That, that's how they're going to value their currency. But when you go to a country like the US or other countries and you're like, well, what do you have? The US is like, oh, we got debt. Okay. And that's where it's going to end. Okay. Oh, the camera went off. 1 second. Give me un segundo, por favor, guys. The battery ran out on the camera. I got to switch it up. But thank you, Ashley. That's a great question. We got a bunch of more questions to answer in a second. Let me just get the camera battery. 1 second. So sorry. Perfect timing, though. Perfect timing. I'm going to answer more questions in 2 seconds. Let me just get the camera back. But yeah, I already see a bunch of really awesome questions. Oh no, what happened? Oh, there we go. No, hold on, what's going on here? So we got this over here, but I don't know what's nope. Why am I not coming out? What happened? All right, hold on a second, hold on. Give me 1 second. Oh my God, what's going on here? Man, sorry guys, apologize. Okay, there we go, got it. Oh my God, what a disaster. The hell, man. Jesus. Man, see, it's not easy setting all this up. Imagine when I gotta cook and all this other stuff. There you go. We're back. Kinda. Hold on. Okay, we got it. Okay, we're back. All right, sorry about that, guys. I'm so sorry. Jeez, I had to like redo the whole thing there. Okay. Such a pain in my butt. Thing running on Ethereum. Okay. Let's get back into it. Okay. Okay, what makes okay, we already answered that. Okay, so next one. What do you think of Litecoin? I think Litecoin's great. Like I've already answered the Litecoin question. You know what I mean? Like I think Litecoin is good. It's great. You know what I mean? It's just like a Bitcoin Cash or any other, other currency. It's another cryptocurrency that we are going to be using in the future at some point. But right now, we're not using any of these cryptocurrencies much as real cryptos. I mean, as real currencies just yet. Only in some places where you'll see Dash and you'll see other things. So. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I think eventually when the shit hits the fan, it could be used, like any other crypto, like any other currency today. Because again, Bitcoin is not going to really function as a currency, I don't think. I think it's going to function more like a money, okay? Like gold or silver. What do I think about Peter Schiff? Oh, Peter Schill? Oh, I think he's fucking great. Because again, I am a big gold and silver guy. So I think he's great. You know what I mean? He is so smart and knows so much shit. Okay, so if I were you, I would definitely listen to Peter Schiff. He has a lot of knowledge, a lot of information, and he knows his shit, man. Don't get it twisted. Now, why do I and others, but what I really call him Peter Schill? Because he's a salesman, and he sells gold. Literally, that's what he does. Just sells gold, okay? So, I mean, even silver, he's like, yeah, well, silver's all right, but have you heard of gold? So he's a trip, okay? But again, when it comes to knowledge, that motherfucker knows what's up. The last thing he is stupid. So with that being said, when he talks about Bitcoin, because Peter Schiff hates Bitcoin. He talks so much shit about Bitcoin. But again, if he talks shit about silver, or he's not a fan of silver and only gold, I mean, well, of course he's going to fucking talk shit about Bitcoin. But if you go to his website, you can literally purchase gold with Bitcoin. Okay? So if he hates it so much, then why the fuck does he use it? Also, he is owner of, he is part owner or owner of, damn, what the fuck is this company called again? Gold Money. He is owner of goldmoney.com. And what is Gold Money? It's like a BitPay card, but with gold. And again, crypto is used amongst all. In fact, the people that built the Gold Money infrastructure are crypto people. So again, he is heavily invested and involved in the crypto space. Despite what he says, okay, so he might fucking come out and say, I lost my Bitcoin, I lost my wallet. Man, fuck that guy, bro. He knows exactly what the fuck he's doing and what he's saying, and he is just salesman. He's just saying, oh, Bitcoin is bad and terrible and blah, blah, blah. And guess what? Eventually, when he is proven wrong and Bitcoin really rises to the top and it's amazing, all he's going to say is like, oh, I guess I was wrong, and move on, and that's it. That's a real salesman. He doesn't give a fuck, all right, what you really have to think or say, all right? He's just trying to sell his shit. And so that's why, I mean, I respect him. I think he's cool. He's all whatever. But, you know, by no stretch of the imagination do you will, you know, think that he does not know what Bitcoin and all this shit is. He knows exactly what this shit is. And not only does he know what it is, he is heavily involved in the space, okay? Even though he's, I hate Bitcoin. Bitcoin bad, brr. You know, but Peter knows what's up. He ain't stupid, all right? So that's what I think about. I just wish he were more honest. In my opinion, just like a lot of us, but I can't get mad at him for him being him. He's just him. How can I get mad at him for being him? Let him be him. I don't give a fuck, you know? That's him. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't got nothing, no ill will towards him at all. Live Studios says, do I have a TransferWise referral link? No, I don't use TransferWise. Do you have a TransferWise referral link? No, you keep asking me that. No, I don't. Cash App. Look, man, I'm a big Bitcoin guy, so I only use banks when needed and necessary. So I don't keep money in the bank. I don't keep anything there. You know what I mean? I only put it there when I need it. And TransferWise, again, I use things like MoneyGram, and there's so many other ways for me to get my money. So it's like, yeah, you know? So... by the way, Mega Shredder, I know you keep saying look up Adam Back Cryptographer. I'll look that up on my own time, or anyone out there. You know what I mean? Anyone out there that's more than, you know, that wants to keep doing research. You know, go ahead and search him. You know, here, I'll put him here, so I'll read him later. I'm not gonna go through all that now. Okay, let me just type it in. Okay, is it Adam Back? Okay, so I'll read into this guy, see who he is, okay? But again, I mean, there's a lot of info on Adam Back right here. So is he like what's that guy from Bitcoin Cash SV? I forgot what the fuck that guy's name was. Is he another one of those guys? I hope not. Elijah says, last thing our government needs to hear is you have no power here. Oh yeah, for sure. So that's coming. Thanks a lot for your detailed answer, Jose. Well, I mean, I wasn't trying to, I really do hope, you know, that I did help you with that. And I talked about, I don't know if you're still around or not, but Ashley, I did talk more in depth about exactly that earlier in the show. So if you're more than willing to check out the earlier part of the show, just rewind it and you'll see I was talking more about that when I was talking about Ethereum and I was talking about other shit like that. And hopefully that'll put a little bit more of a perspective on what's going on with all that, okay? Because I wasn't like poo-pooing on the coin, but I was poo-pooing on it, okay? Basically kind of like saying, hey, look, this is my real opinion on it, but don't take my word for it. Just use all this information out here, all these tools to make up your own opinion, okay? And again, go earlier into the show and I'll give you more tools, okay? So you can really make up your mind, okay? Let me see. Silent Lamb, how's it going, brother? Long time no see, brother. Little fist pump through the matrix. What's up, brother? Mega Shredder, I live in New York where it is an empire of its own. It is impossible to do anything Bitcoin related due to regulation. Yeah, again, you know, that's why I live in Mexico. I mean, there's very little to any regulation out here. In fact, there's more banking regulation in Mexico than there is for the crypto industry. So you already know what's up, you know? And most Mexicans out here use cash. So it's basically cash, crypto, then the banks. And it's funny because I got some other Mexicans a little upset at me in one of my videos talking about that on my travel channel about Mexico because they're, nah, everybody uses this. And I'm like, no, bro, you know what I mean? Like, you know, there's always people, you know, in all groups in all parts of everywhere. But yeah, you know, there's people out here that are, you know, living in Mexico City and they're living just like they're living in New York or California, you know, where they're living, you know, like, you know, they have a lot of money, a lot of resources, a lot of everything. So, you know, of course, yeah, those Mexicans, they got credit cards and they got this, whatever. But if you go around the country, you know, the typical Mexican in the fucking pueblo, you know, with a little shack, he is not accepting cards at all. You know what I mean? That guy's accepting cash only, and that's it. You know what I mean? He'll fucking barter before he accepts anything. You know what I mean? So he'll barter before he accepts a credit card or something like that. And bank, no. You know, Mexico's so unbanked. And so now, as a country like Mexico, and many countries are in the position of Mexico, a lot of countries in Latin America and Africa. But anyways, as these countries start going into the new world, you know, the new what is it, like, into the new future, in the future world here, you know, the one that we're all living in now, they all need to get digitized, and they need digital currency and all this other shit. So then all of a sudden they need to get a bank, like it or not. So when you offer the typical third world citizen, okay, a bank account in which it's restricted, they got to pay money. You know, it's going to cost them per transaction, and that can go on and on. It's like the typical third world country person living in a little hut in a fucking village. They can't even afford to have a bank account. But all of a sudden, you give them the ability to have Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. They already have a phone, they already have the internet, they already have everything else. Well, guess what? Now they got cryptocurrency. Guess what? Now they can function in the world economy like everybody else. And they don't need a fucking bank. Why? Because they are their own bank. That is what, when you hold gold, silver, Bitcoin, or anything like that, you are your own bank. You are not trusting a third party with your assets. You trust only you. You are the point of failure. You are the fucking safe. Okay? But a lot of people don't want that responsibility. That's why they shy away from this shit. Okay? But again, if you have already had a sour taste in your mouth, okay, because the bank has taken your money, your value, frozen your accounts, not let you do business, you got no other choice but to use Bitcoin and crypto. So you become your own bank. So that's the thing. So that's, you know, again, necessity is the mother of invention. And so a lot of people, they just don't have the necessity yet to use this. But, you know, we're getting, every day we get closer and closer to that point where, again, even like in a place like Mexico or places in Africa or places in Latin America where they just want to be part of the digitized world, part of the internet world. Well, guess what? You know, they have two choices in how to get on the grid: through a bank account, which is, you know, very hard for them, or just through Bitcoin, which is very easy. So, Silent Lamb, yes, get a VPN, correct. VPNs are great. I have a VPN, I just use it sparingly, you know, when I need it. Let me see, knowledge is power, power is power, Game of Thrones. I invested in Bitcoin a few weeks ago. I should have done that 5 years ago. I was skeptical then, now I'm all in. Yeah, so, you know, right now we're at that point of FOMO, you know, where there's a lot of people out there that are FOMOing in, which is a fear of missing out. So you have all this fear of missing out hitting you. All right, hold on. I'm trying to fix, you know, a lot of people don't want to miss out. And so now, you know, this is the worst time to invest because, you know, you're not, you know, doing it correctly. You feel me? Yeah, why is this coming out like that? This is weird. Right, hold on. My God, I can't win today with this. I don't know what the hell happened. Oh, there you go. Ta-da! Okay. Yay, okay, fixed it. A little pat on the back. You gotta give yourself a pat on the back sometimes, right? Let me see if I can fix this a little bit better. No? There you go, a little better, right? Okay, let's go, moving on. Okay, let's go. Let's read more comments here, okay? How long have we been streaming? Wow, an hour and a half already? Get the fuck out of here. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Let me see. You're early. Well done. Yeah, again, Lisa, you're early. If you know that Bitcoin is going to eventually get to 100,000, a million, in fact, it could become like the Bitcoin reserve currency, like gold, you know what I mean? Like it could, then yeah, you know what I mean? Of course you got to, you know, get rid of those fucking dollars. And yeah, of course, If you would have gotten rid of those dollars for Bitcoin 5 years ago or even a year ago, you would have more Bitcoin. It doesn't matter. You're still acquiring Bitcoin and you're just acquiring more and a little bit every day until eventually, you know, the dollar or the currency that we use doesn't exist anymore. And then we're just going to use what we have. And then what are we going to have? Again, gold, silver, Bitcoin, and yada, yada, yada. Hey, bro, did you see my question about dual citizenship? Oh, man, I did, and I forgot to fucking answer it. Hold on. Oh, I got it. I'm looking at it now. Where is it? Okay, speaking of dual citizenship, what do you think of dual citizens in government? I'm not a government. Look, man, a government is literally the cartel. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's just another version of it. You know what I mean? The cartel, the mafia, they're like the lower rung, and government is the higher rung of these things. Okay, so I mean, that's what I think about that. What do I think about government officials having dual citizenship? I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really affect me either or, because I don't participate in that shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that answered your question or not. Hold on. Oh, what happened, man? Sorry, I was trying to do something here and I messed up again. Yeah, I don't know. Well, why is this coming out? Is it? I think the contrast or something. Something's up. This is messing this up here. Yeah, I don't know why I have that weird green hue around me. Oh, there we go. Sorry, no, I'm just here fixing the. Sorry, guys. I know this is like the worst. Am I looking better? Why is it so... Oh, I see. Damn it, it's my own camera. I'm here like a dumbass. Jesus, bro. God. I know. I just... party foul. I messed myself up there. Okay, sorry guys, just 1 second. Just want to make sure I got the... Yeah, because remember, we had like a little bit of a camera failure there for a minute. So I'm trying to fix this again. Yeah, I'll work on this later. Okay, whatever. Don't worry about it. We're good. It's like so weird. Now I got like this green thing around me here. The hell, man. God. Man, you know, this is like, I hate when like things like this just fail. You know what I mean? Miserably. They're like the worst. You know, you expect them to work and then... Oh, don't, there you go. Got it. Done. We'll just leave it there. We got it. Fuck it. Fuck it. You know what I mean? That's it. You're fired. Yeah, I'm firing myself, okay? I'm a bad producer. Anyway, so yeah, I hope that answers your question about later driving while black. Thank you, brother. Sorry about that. You know, I hope that answered your question. Okay, let's go back to the questions all the way back to that. Okay. Shoot, I got rid of all my Litecoin for Dash. Maybe I should buy it back when it goes lower. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a trader guy. I don't, you know. On September 13th this year, there was a crap load of volume in Zcash, Monero, and Dash. Oh, yeah, no, by the way, so right now, as all this is going on, Monero keeps going up and up and up and up. So Monero, you know, just like all these other privacy coins are going up, okay? So that goes to show you a lot about what's going on and where we're going with all this. So yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? I see, you know, I'm big privacy coin. I think privacy coins and privacy is going to be the next thing. You know what I mean? That's like, you know, what most people are going to be looking forward, you know, looking towards in the future here. You know what I mean? Like, you know, more privacy coins and more privacy, you know, oriented type things like that. So that's what I see. I'm also trying to see why the stupid fucking thing is acting this way. Yeah, I know. I'm too much focused on these colors here. Okay, next question. I like Peter Schiff. He's an old okay. I like Peter Schiff. He's like an old adversary. He's jokes all the way. No ill will to the guy. He cool. Still got sheaf on brain. Still got shit for brains. Yeah, for brains. Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's smart. He knows what he's doing. He's just a salesman. He's like a used car salesman. You know what I mean? Whatever. Adam Back created Smart Cash. Cool. Awesome. Wandering Drew. I bought my Bitcoin through Coinbase. Can I transfer that to Cash App? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Bought because of you, by the way. Thanks, bro. But I would not transfer to the Cash App. Why do you want to transfer to the Cash App? That doesn't make any sense. Download another wallet. Download a real crypto wallet, and then download a real crypto wallet, and then transfer it from Coinbase to your real crypto wallet. I suggest using Exodus. Okay, using the Exodus wallet. I'll show you the Exodus wallet in 1 segundo. I think this was it. There. Man, this is like the worst. Okay. We'll just stay with this for now, okay? But yeah, okay, let me show you real quick. Exodus, okay? So check out Exodus. So the Exodus wallet, is the best desktop wallet that you can have. Okay, so that's what I would do if I were you. So here, let me show you. Okay, so right there you see Exodus. Okay, the Exodus crypto wallet. So it's called, here, I'll type it into the chat, the website. Okay. So Exodus, that's okay. So just go up here. It says download, okay? And then you get your mobile or desktop wallet, okay? Download the wallet, okay? And then put your coins on that wallet. Now, don't put it on your phone, because if you lose your phone, you lose your coins. But again, it's a lot harder for you to lose your laptop per se, okay? But this is just the beginners, okay? Eventually you'll move on to other wallets, but this is a great beginner's wallet. So if I were you, move your coins out of Coinbase ASAP and put them on your wallet. So if you have this wallet, okay, then you own your coins because it's on your wallet and your property, meaning your desktop computer or your phone or whatever, but it's on you. You own it, your coins, okay? So your keys, your coin. So you got to learn about private keys. You got to learn about public keys. You got to learn about all those things, okay? We're not going to talk about that here, but I have talked about it in the past. Check out Bitcoin 101 videos that I've made on my channel, and you can see more about that, okay? But check out the Exodus wallet. I already put the link in the thing, okay? Go check them out, okay? Okay, let's go back to the chat. Let me see. Sorry, I had to scroll up. Okay, smash cash code. I'm reading through the comments. Okay, yes, we'll never know 100%. Okay, who was the first person to receive Bitcoin? I don't know. Who was the first person to receive Bitcoin? Check cashing. At what point do you see equities start to crash because of COVID? Honestly, as they keep printing money, okay, that's a great point. But anyways, as they keep printing money, the value of all this bullshit is just going to keep going up and up. So honestly, until the end of the dollar, you know what I mean? This is going to keep pumping up into the stratosphere. Again, we're at all-time highs on the Dow. So we're going to keep going and pumping into the stratosphere until we don't. Okay, that's it. You know what I mean? So once it's done, it's done. But we're gonna maybe see a crash, a correction. Okay, we'll probably see a correction, but it's gonna keep going up. That's the only way we can. We're already in hyperinflation. We're already at helicopter money. We're already at the end of the cycle, of the monetary cycle. So there's nothing really that they can do. Okay, nothing really much that they can do except keep printing money with. But that by printing money, it messes everything else up. So. But that's what I see with all that, you know what I mean? So. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix the colors. I know, I'm like the worst. Okay, I'm done with that. Okay, next. At what point? Okay, Mega Shredder says check cashing and payday loan places are as predatory as banks in the US. They're worse. They're worse. Okay, but yes, I agree. Driving while black. I'm out, bro. Take it easy. Okay. XQMT. Hola. Hables comenzó hace tiempo. Buenos desde el querida. I don't know. Francés? No, I don't speak French. Sorry. I don't speak French. Someone's saying hi from France. Hello. I follow you interruptly since 2017. You were in the States. Oh, wow. Cool. Yeah, so I'm still here. You know, in fact, you guys should check out my website, and if you want, check out my website so you can see everything I am doing now. Because I have like 4 channels, okay, and I got tons of content. I live in Mexico now and all this other stuff, so thank you for hanging out, okay? Thank you for finding me again. You know, I'm glad I popped up again. And by the way, I'm not going to be making a lot of crypto videos. I'm not going to be making a lot of Bitcoin videos or anything like that because a lot of people just don't want to hear about this stuff. And, you know, it is what it is. I'm not here trying to push anything down anyone's throat. But I do know that I will be making, man, I don't know what I did. I messed up these filters so bad. But anyways, what was I saying? But yeah, but I'm going to be making tons of videos, you know, live streams every week, and we're going to be talking about other stuff. In fact, I was thinking about talking today, perhaps, you know, about, you know, talking to perhaps about the upcoming civil war that I think we're about to embark on. So, I mean, that is for sure. Man, I don't know. I really... I don't know why I keep some. Okay, anyways, I really got to fix this. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to get some sleep. Okay, next. Hal Finney was a first. RIP. Yeah, well, did Hal Finney die or what happened to Hal Finney? What is library? What is library in your links? What do you mean, what is library in my links? Yeah, I got library. Yeah, check out library. I am on library. I am on BitChute. I am on a bunch of other platforms. So please. Iron Sharp says, why off Coinbase ASAP? Is something going to happen? No, you know what I mean? But something could happen. You know what I mean? Coinbase is one of the strongest out there. But you never know. If they really want to shock the system, they can, you know, literally get rid of Coinbase. They've done it a million times before with other exchanges. Most notably, Mt. Gox back in the day. But they've been doing it a lot, you know what I mean? Especially in the last recent years where, you know, a lot of people go to a popular exchange and before you know it, gone. Remember BitMEX, okay, you know, there's a bunch of fucking exchanges. So, you know, Coinbase is probably the strongest of them all. But the thing is that once you initiate taking your Bitcoin off of Coinbase, you're going to see, you're not going to be able to take your coins off like that. So if the shit hits the fan, what? You think you're going to be able to get your coins immediately? You're not. So if you cannot get your coins off of Coinbase right now immediately, when the shit hits the fan, you're really not going to be able to get those coins off. So that's why you need to get those coins off now and keep them on you, okay? So that way, whenever the shit hits the fan, you have direct access to your coins immediately because they're on you. You follow? That's why you need them off there. Silent Lamb says, Exodus is cool. Use Blue Wallet on your phone strictly for Bitcoin and get a cold card for the cold storage. Start learning, people. Exactly. No, but you know, that's what people are doing though, Silent Lamb. You know, don't be so hard on them. I'm already hard on them enough, right? But anyways, but yeah, it's a lot of growing pains, a lot of steps. I mean, remember, there's a lot of people that are about to start FOMOing in. A lot of, we're getting to 20K, but I see it, as us getting to 1,000 back in 2016, 17. You know what I mean? We have all 2021. I think Bitcoin's going to go all the way up. So. Library just did 300%. Awesome. Yeah, I'm a library holder only because I participate in the library ecosystem. Library is a decentralized version of YouTube. So basically all my stuff is also on Library. You can check me out there and you can tip me there. I earn library tokens on there. So that's awesome. That's great fucking news. I'm very excited for that. Good. The only thing about Library is I don't know how to fucking buy library tokens. It's so hard for me to purchase or acquire library tokens. If anyone out there has library tokens and they would like to trade some of those tokens for, I don't know, Bitcoin or whatever, let me know. All right. Wandering Drew, I just don't want my money on an app. See, and that's the problem. You know what I mean? When you're not gonna, if you don't want your money on a computer or you don't want your money on your phone, then again, you got to keep educating yourself so you know how to keep your money safe. I don't keep my fucking money on the computer or the phone, but I have Bitcoin. So where do I keep it? Exactly. You got to keep it on this thing called a cold wallet. Okay. It's a thing that looks kind of like a lighter, whatever. It's like a USB drive. And basically you keep your coins on there. But even if this thing gets destroyed, the coins still exist in the fucking internet world, on the fucking ether. Okay. Because you got your password up here. So basically, as long as you got your password up here or your hard wallet, you're good to go. Okay, your little USB, but that's it. You got to keep your fucking shit. If you keep wanting to trust a third party, again, like I've been saying all episode, you deserve to lose your money. You need to start learning to take responsibility. You need to start learning how to store your wealth. You need to start learning these things or you're not going to be able to survive. End of story. The end. That's it. Okay? We got to stop relying on government, on banks, on third parties, and you got to start learning to rely on yourself. That is why Bitcoin is so popular, but at the same time, Bitcoin is not popular because most people that just don't understand it or want to get involved, they don't want to take responsibility. So like I said at the beginning of the episode, and I've said a million times before, it is very easy to make money. Making money, easy. Keeping that fucking money, that's the challenge, okay? Because that's the thing. All of a sudden, someone gives you $1 million. What are you gonna fucking do? Well, you're gonna just keep that in the bank? Okay. Oh, what, you're gonna keep it under your bed? Okay. You know what I mean? Keep that money. Go ahead. Let's see how long that fucking lasts. Now, for me, very easy. I'll just convert that shit to fucking crypto and store that shit where I need to store it. And I'm gonna keep that shit as long as I need to. Most people, what are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to put it in a fucking bank. The bank is already taxing you. They're already fucking restricting you. They're already, I mean, you can go on and on. It's like Coinbase is like a bank in that sense. They restrict you. They stop you. They don't allow you to do that. So that's why you got to take those coins off, put them on your own fucking wallet, figure out how to use those things. I got videos on it and tons of other people have videos on it. Not just explaining how to use them, but what they are and how all this really works and what it means, and educate yourself. If you don't educate, look, man, if people out there are going to keep choosing to not educate themselves on money, then they're never going to learn. No one's going to teach you any of this shit. Do you think the people in power, the people that control the money, want you to know how to make sure, how they want you to know how you can keep your money and stay rich and stay, with a couple bucks in your pocket? No, they don't want you to fucking know any of that. Okay, I've lost it all many times and I keep making it again. Why? Because I know how to make money. Make money is easy. Keeping the money, that's the fucking hard part. Okay, I'm still learning how to keep the money. Okay, I'm actually getting way better at it. Okay, but that's the hard part. Okay, so wandering again, I don't want to jump on you there, but you need to learn, and not just learn, but this is. The people really involved in this space, like it or not, have balls. And that's what a lot of people need right now. They need to grow some balls, okay? All of us grew balls, so do you, okay? All of you. So that's the point to all this, is taking responsibility for your money, taking responsibility for your wealth, taking responsibility for your actions, taking responsibility, okay? That's it. So, Hal Finney was part of the Bitcoin project back in the day. Rest in peace to him. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, I think I know him and I've heard his name before, but I think that he's not dead. He just probably, you know, hiding somewhere, which I would be if I was him too, right? Okay. My stubborn ass father wants to keep his Bitcoin on Coinbase. Look, I get that. There's a lot of stubborn people that want to keep their money in the bank. There's a lot of people that not only purchase Bitcoin, but then they put it in a USB drive and then they give that USB drive to a safety deposit box in a bank. It's like, bro, the fuck out of here, bro. I mean, come on. Other people that give it to money managers. So again, there's tons of people out there. So right now, what is happening today is the greatest transfer of wealth in human history. And a lot of people are wondering, well, how the fuck am I, with just a few coins or just a few fractions of a Bitcoin, how am I overnight going to become a millionaire? And how are these millionaires going to become dead broke? Very easy. If you hold your Bitcoin on you, well, as the transfer of wealth happens, what you're holding in your hand is going to be worth millions of dollars. Now, the other people that are not holding their money in their hand, but they're giving it to a bank to hold, and they're holding that money, guess what? You know, that money is not only losing value, but at some point, they're not going to be able to access that money. And if the transfer happens fast enough, which it does all the time, eventually, I have $1 million, you know what? I have 10 million in Bank of America, $10 million in fucking Wells Fargo. And when the transfer happens and, you know, as it's happening and the hyperinflation happens immediately, well, guess what? If all of a sudden my coffee is going to cost me $10,000, well, that 10 million in my bank is not going to go very far. And if all of a sudden the next day this is worth 100 million, okay, or worth 1 million or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I had 10 million in the bank and now I can't even afford coffee. But if you keep it in Bitcoin and you keep it on yourself, well, when this is worth $1 million, who gives a fuck? You're just gonna pay with a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a Bitcoin, okay, that you bought back in the day for a few dollars. And now this coffee is going to cost you a few pennies while it's costing somebody else millions of dollars, literally. Crazy, right? So again, this happens all the time, usually with gold and silver, but now we got Bitcoin, which is adding a huge monkey wrench to this whole fucking thing. I mean, that's how that's going to work. Bittrex, Jose. Yeah, Bittrex is, you know, just like a lot of, you know. Again, I'm not a trader, so I am not here to tell you what trading platform is better, whether Bittrex or Binance or Coinbase, or I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? To me, I'm not a trader, so I'm not into that space. I'm into, you know, business, I'm into wealth management, I'm into, you know, education, I'm into all this other shit. Now, eventually, if you want to learn how to trade and learn how to do that, I applaud it and go for it. But again, like I say all the time, it's like gambling. Nothing wrong with gambling. I gamble on football and other shit all the time, but it is what it is. Don't be gambling or don't be trading anything you're not willing to already lose, okay? So don't be trading with all your fucking assets. You know, you put some in there, like, you know, again, if I'm betting on the Dolphins, I'm not going to put all my money on the Dolphins. I'm going to put maybe a couple bucks on the Dolphins. If I lose it, I lose it. If I win, I win. Rinse, repeat. You know what I mean? So, what do you think of Dran, Chain, and Bex? Nothing, all right? You already know I am not a Bitcoin maximalist, but my project list, my coin list is basically, you can fit it on my hand. Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Monero, Litecoin. Okay. Iron Sharp says, Cryptopia just got back to me since the bankruptcy. I thought all coins were gone. That one came out of nowhere. So you see, you know, again, there you go, Mt. Gox, Cryptopia, and there's so many exchanges that have already gone under. And again, if Coinbase goes bankrupt, you know, basically they lose all your coins, they lose everything, they don't lose shit, they keep all your shit. They say they go bankrupt and they don't owe you nothing, and they took all your money and your coin. They took your money and your Bitcoin. How about them apples? All right. Yeah. Ask away. Again, I'm sorry if I'm a little aggressive and I am, you know, the way I am, but it's all love. It's tough love. I love all of you guys more than you could ever imagine. So if I'm out here fucking, you know, spitting fire, it's love, guys. I want the best for you. And sometimes, you know, that's the only way people listen, man. You know what I mean? Trust me. I mean, that's the way sometimes I listen. So someone has to grab me and be like, Jose, listen the fuck up, you dumbass. You know, I'm getting better at listening. You know, people don't have to shake me so hard, but you know, it is what it is. Mega Shredder says, do you need a degree to become a money manager? Mega Shredder says, do you need a degree to become a money manager? I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't have any idea. Like I said, I know plenty of people that are money managers and they can barely pay rent, yet they manage millions and millions of dollars for people. I don't know what to say. Money manager, you should be your money manager. End of story. You should learn how to manage your own fucking money. And no, you do not need a fucking degree, okay, for any of that, because you're not going to learn any of that shit in school, because they're not going to teach you any of that shit in school, okay? That's why you're watching fucking YouTube channels and shit like that, because this is how you're going to learn all this stuff, okay? But you got to learn for yourself how to manage your own motherfucking money. That once you get a certain amount of wealth and money, you need to do the work and the homework and learn how to manage your own money. Like a football player that signs a $15 million contract and they're broke in a couple fucking years. They never learn how to manage their money, and they gave it to somebody else to manage, and therefore they're broke. But if you learn how to manage your money and then you manage your motherfucking money, again, very small chance you can go broke, okay? Because, you know, you're putting your money to work, and you know what you're investing in, and you know where you're putting it in, and yada, 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 yada. You're the ones in control. And only you should be in control of your fucking money. Why is this even a question? Why are we even talking about this? This should be pretty fucking obvious. You know what I mean? Again, I get mad because to me, it's like I just don't know. If I had a gazillion dollars, why the fuck would I give it to anybody to fucking manage? I'm managing that. That is my job. My job is to manage my motherfucking money. Everything else is secondary. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, anyways. Love you guys. I love you. Sorry I lose my cool. Hold on, let me see if I can make it a little brighter here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the color thing on this thing. It's driving me nuts. Anyways, okay, next question. Oh, wow, we're almost at 2 hours. Okay. I want to invest in many crypto. Okay, yeah, well, good luck with that. Thank you for your content. You're very welcome, David. I appreciate it. Iron Sharp says, so all other coins and tokens are crap. 99% of them are, yes, crap. Yes. In fact, in the crypto space, we call them shit coins. Literally. Everything else that is unproven is a shit coin. And that's 99% of them. 99% of the coins out there are not proven, and they're shit coins. I mean, that's basically what they are. So yes. Mega Shredder says, bro, I just want a remote job when I ask questions like that, B. Bro, I manage my bread, but if hams want me to manage your money, I wouldn't mind. Oh, no, yeah, listen, I get that. You know what I mean? Like if all of a sudden some millionaire comes at you and says, hey, can you manage my money? And you have no qualms with doing that. I don't, you know, I don't hate on anyone that's a money manager. Are you kidding me? I'm not a fan of the people that give it to a money manager, because then they complain when they lose their money. The only one you should be complaining to is yourself. That's the way I look at that. So I don't hate on money managers at all. I don't got nothing wrong with that. I just think that if you got a certain amount of money, you need to take it upon yourself to educate yourself on how to keep that money. That's it. You know what I mean? And not give it to somebody else. That's it. But yeah, if someone all of a sudden, like literally pushes money down my throat and says, I need you to help me manage my money and I'm going to pay you $10,000 a month to do it. I mean, like, okay, bro, you know, I'm going to definitely do that. You know what I mean? Because that's $10,000 a motherfucking month to basically do what I'm already doing with my motherfucking money. So yeah, you know what I mean? I get that. You know what I mean? That should be your name on YouTube, Spitfire. You know, yeah, you know, that's a great question. That's a great comment that you brought up there. By the way, shout out to you, Chi-Town Vice. Or Vico, Chi-Town Vico. By the way, Chicago, love Chicago. Great, beautiful city, man. But anyways, the real reason why everything is Jose Arteaga is because I do a lot of shit. I know how all this entertainment stuff works, and I don't want to be well, look, out here living in Mexico because of the content I make for my Mexico channel, I get recognized all the fucking time. And I don't want to be walking down the street and have somebody go, hey, Spitfire, how's it going? No, I want, hey, Jose, how's it going? Okay, so that's why I keep Jose Arteaga. That's me. I'm just Jose Arteaga. I'm not a character. I'm not anything. I am me, like it or not. And that's why, you know, but I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But that's my reasoning for never using a nickname. I just use Jose Arteaga because that's how I want everyone to know me as, by my fucking name that my mom gave me. Okay? But that's me. Because again, I see it all the time. In fact, I learned this from Chappelle. Chappelle said that, you know, the one thing he hated about everything that he did was that he would be walking with his family, you know, his kids, his whatever, and all of a sudden some peoples would just fucking randomly come up to him and be like, I'm Rick James, bitch. I don't want that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to avoid that. It could happen. Things happen like that already, but I'm really trying to avoid that as much as I can. And so by doing, you know, but just keeping everything, you know, me, it helps. Again, even Dave Chappelle with the Dave Chappelle show still had to deal with that bullshit. And I still deal with things like that from time to time. And I don't like it, you know, because people are fucking people, man. And sometimes they're just crazy rude. You know what I mean? And they just have no, you know how many fucking times I get emails and say, hey, I'm in town. Do you have time right now to meet up? And I'm like, no, I don't, I'm busy. I'm doing a million fucking things. And then they get mad because I don't have time right fucking now to go whatever. And they're leaving tomorrow. I'm like, bro, I don't even know who the fuck you are, bro. You know what I mean? So people are, I just do me and try to do me. And I don't go by anyone's, okay? You know, I go to the tune of my own song. I don't go to the tune of anyone else's song because of shit like that. You know what I mean? I don't tell anyone what to do. I don't want anyone to tell me what to do. All right? And again, even when it comes to this shit, yeah, it comes out as tough love because in a sense, you know, people ask me on my opinion and I give it to you. And again, you know, if you really resonate with that opinion or whatever I give you, great. You're going to love it when I say it the way I say it. But if, you know, you don't want that, you're going to be very turned off by my aggressiveness. And in a sense, you'll move away and you'll never fall into that trap of like, oh, that guy told me to do this. No. You know, I say things the way I say it so that you guys can realize it for yourself. And then you will be like, okay, I'm doing this because I want to do it. Not because Jose told me or this guy told me or that guy told me, okay? So hope that makes sense. Chirac got the most influential rappers of my generation. Who else came from Chicago besides Kanye? I don't know who else came, you know? But anyways. You guys have any more questions, any more comments, any more anything? Let me know. I lost so much in shit coins, it's not even funny. But made it all back on Zcash, Litecoin, XRP, XLM, and OMG this year. Oh, hey, good for you. Again, a trader. We're talking to a trader out there. There's a lot of people that love trading these coins and love trading, and it's great. Arteaga is Basque. Where were your parents from? Yeah, they're from the Basque region. Great observation. You know, we went at observación. Yes, I am originally from Spain. My family landed in Cuba. Okay, you know what I mean? They literally came from Spain, landed in Cuba, helped build Cuba, eventually went to Miami. I was born in Miami. I traveled the US and now I'm here in fucking Mexico. And there's a lot of Arteagas out here in Mexico too. But yes, Arteaga is a Basque name. And if you know anything about the people that came out here, the Spanish conquistadors and shit like that came out here back in the day, you know, a lot of them came from that fucking region. So yes, you know what I mean? Great observation. I am definitely from that. In fact, my family lineage, you know, on one, I don't know if it's my mom or my dad's, I think it's my mom's side, literally leads to royalty, you know, from what I understand. So who knew? Who knew? You know, I'm more like King Ralph. You guys remember King Ralph? Anyone, if anyone remembers that movie, King fucking Ralph. Let me see. Did I break it? I think I broke it. Bro, I am the worst. I'm really trying. I'm just we're killing time here, okay? I would see if you got any more questions, any more anything, so I can answer. Otherwise, we're gonna probably end this real soon, okay? Mega Sure says, I save mad bread in the form of BTC and precious metals. Exactly. You know, like my goal is to get a remote job and live outside the US and save more bread and work on my business. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the idea. That's the spirit, man. You got this. Al Capone from Chi-Town. Yeah, you're right. He's not a rapper though, but he is a gangster. That's right. Al Capone is from Chicago, but he's not a rapper, right? Isn't that what we were talking about? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. So. Oh, Chief Keef. Yeah, I don't listen to Chief Keef, so I don't know. I have no idea. You know, I'm old school, man. I listen to rap from a million years ago, okay? I'm super crazy old school. So I don't like to trade, but just doing damage control from 2017. I have more coins. Oh, okay, I have more coins in 2017. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so to me, I never got involved back then, you know, like that deep. Everything I'm talking about now, I understood back in 2017, and a lot of people thought it was fucking nuts. But now, fast forward to today, I'm not that fucking nuts, am I? You know, not only are we having FEMA camps, we got the virus, we got all that craziness involved, but then all the things that we're talking about here too, about this crypto space. You guys can go to my channel and you guys can see some of the videos I dropped back in late 2017, literally talking about the same fucking things I'm talking to you guys about right motherfucking now. And did people listen? No. Are people listening now? I hope. You know? Oh yeah, for sure. You know, in fact, Jose Chiefing Keefing, always. Yeah, I'm really upset here with the color situation. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm really no happy, man. But yeah, guys, you know, please, by all means, you know, you guys have any more questions, any more anything, keep it up. We're going to keep chatting for a little bit here. I got some time to kill today. Drill music originated in Chicago, then found its way to UK and Brooklyn. UK. Okay, I don't even. Okay, cool, Mega Shredder. You know, bass came from Miami. How about them apples? You know, so all the bass that you hear in all the rap songs and all the bass you hear and everything, all that shit's fucking Miami all day, every day. You know what I mean? So thank you. You know what I mean? In Miami, you know, you can thank Miami for all the bass. If you guys are into bass, any kind of bass in your music, that's us. You know, we were the originators of fucking having so much bass in your car that it would fucking make the glass shatter in your home, okay? That's Miami. When will we cash out then? Is there a store? No. You're just going to cash, again, guys, you know what I mean? It's just like having gold, silver, like 100 years ago, the last time we had a crash. You're not gonna, what you're going to do is that you're going to all of a sudden have all this gold and silver or Bitcoin, and then all of a sudden, you know, there's going to be people that are going to want to trade anything that they own for that. So all of a sudden you'll be able to get a house for a piece of a Bitcoin. You'll be able to get a house for a few silver coins. The silver coins that you bought for 20 bucks and are now reevaluated at, I don't know, $30,000 per coin. And all of a sudden you get like 5 coins and you can buy a fucking house. So you traded 5 fucking coins that you bought for 120 bucks and you traded that shit for a house that's worth, you know, $300,000 or whatever. You know what I mean? That's how you fucking that's how you cash out when the time comes. Okay. And there's many scenarios like that, but basically that's why you got to study history and you got to study basically how all this happened more than once before. So when you see how all this happens, then you'll understand why something like gold and silver, because guess what? Eventually they're going to come out with a new dollar, a new monetary currency, and again, you know, they're going to revalue gold and silver in these new currencies, and these currencies are going to get their value from gold and silver. So again, guys, think about it. You know what I mean? You know, just you know, you got to look at the history, and you got to look at all that shit, and you got to realize what you're really holding and what you're really doing when you're buying gold, silver, and Bitcoin. You're just protecting your wealth. It's not about the cash. It's not about the fiat. It's not about like, oh, how much is it going to be worth? No, it's really once you're purchasing it. Once you got that gold, silver, Bitcoin, whatever the fuck in your hand, you already know what you're purchasing. So even though I bought Bitcoin, let's say at $4,000 or whatever, or at $20,000 right now, it doesn't matter because I know what it's really worth, which is it's going to give me the ability to trade it in for all of these other fucking things that are really going to be things that I'm going to need. Again, a house, a car, a property, you know what I mean? A fucking Picasso, or whatever the fuck, bro. There's so many other things, you know what I mean, that come along with all that. So I hope that makes a little more sense there. Let me see. More chat. I'm going to get some ETC and send you. Oh, you're going to get some Litecoin and send it to me. Yeah, great. That'd be awesome. By the way, I got my Bitcoin and Litecoin addresses down below in the description of all my videos. So if you guys ever want to send me anything, please, I'd be more than happy to. Be awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. So Jose, let's say a store doesn't use any crypto. How can we pay them? Would we have to cash out? No, man. Again, listen, guys. It's like gold and silver. If you have gold and silver, you're not using gold and silver to purchase anything, okay? Eventually, you'll trade it for something. The hypothetical future, okay? The future that the past, we've already lived this in the past. When paper money is not worth anything, people will use, again, gold, silver, and crypto. So you're asking me, how are people going to take Bitcoin in the future? Well, the same way that they're taking Bitcoin right now in Venezuela, in Argentina, and so many other countries around the world that are already experiencing hyperinflation. They're already experiencing devaluation of their own currency. They cannot trust the banks. They cannot trust their currency. They cannot trust their own system. So in these countries, they're already using it. And how are people going to learn to use it? Very easily. You know, when necessity is the mother of invention. So if all of a sudden you got no other choice but to learn how to use it, you learn how to use it. Remember, today, grandma uses Facebook. Grandma uses the bank app on her phone. Grandma knows how to use all these fucking things. So if grandma has no other choice but to learn Bitcoin, she'll learn Bitcoin. And so will everybody else. And especially if we already got an infrastructure built in which we got all these apps where everybody has the ability to create a QR code and take money, accept money, send money, receive money, you know, all of these things, then what's missing? What's missing is the fact that right now we're all using the dollar and we all got this monetary system that, well, we're practically pretty happy with. But the minute that system goes away, well, guess what? We already got a system to replace it and people are just going to migrate over like that. Easy, just like they went from MySpace to Facebook. Okay? So I hope that makes more sense. And that's how it's going to happen. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. We're all like prisoners over here in Chicago. Yeah, most people around the world are, especially in the US and Europe and Australia. I got friends in Australia. You guys are prisoners in your own home. How fucking crazy is that? No, I mean, that's beyond insane. I'm buying a ranch in Mexico with a perennial water spring because water will be like gold in the future. You're right. Water is gold right now. So yeah, you're right. I see. That's great move. I'm planning on doing something similar like that too. So Iron Sharp says I bought silver at 556, 1128, 12, 13, 14, and gold at 300. The worthiest investment ever, even though I'm up. Yeah. Worst investment ever, even though I'm up. No, it's not the worst investment ever, guys. It's not the worst investment ever. Again, right now, you bought those assets at those prices. If you still have those assets with you, what are you complaining about? Are you kidding me? So, you're welcome on dropping knowledge. That's what I'm here for. Do you think we will ever be able to buy Oh, do you think we will ever be able to cross the U.S.-Mexico border by car? Currently, only plane is available. Ashley, I'm glad you brought that up. By the way, if you want more information on moving to Mexico and anything about Mexico, please, by all means, here, let me show you. Please, by all means, check my Mexico channel, okay? Go to my website, josearteaga.com, and you can find all my channels there. But anyways, long story short, the Mexican border has never been closed. I live here. Again, let me repeat this. The Mexican border was never closed. So everything you were ever hearing about the Mexican border being closed, fake news. 1,000,000 gazillion % fake fucking news. In fact, one of the last videos that I made on the Mexico channel, which is very popular, is I simply answer the question, can you drive from the US to Mexico? The answer is yes. Okay, I live all the way at the bottom of Mexico, so I'm like literally the furthest away. And you know how many fucking people cross the US border with their car and their pets and their fucking all their bullshit, and they drive all the way through Mexico and they get here? Lots of fucking people. And you know how safe it is? Very motherfucking safe. Okay? Because I got countless stories. In fact, the last people that we met, they came from the Miami area. So they literally drove from Miami all the way to motherfucking, well, I mean, I'm right next to Cancun, for crying out loud. So they drove all the way to halfway through the US and then all the way through Mexico to get here. So in fact, the easiest part of the hardest part of the journey is the US portion. The really hard part is crossing the US border. But once you get into Mexico, the Mexican border is a breeze. It's 2 seconds. But once you get into Mexico, that's it. You're free. You're good to go. Now, there's a lot of things that you need to do and learn and educate yourself on before you do that, because you do need like a special tag, you need special paperwork, you need a bunch of special things if you're going to drive through Mexico, and all that is taken care of at the Mexican border. But again, it's all taken care of like that, and it's only gonna cost you a few dollars. I mean, it's gonna cost you money, okay? I don't know the exact amount, but whatever it's gonna cost you, it's gonna be worth it, okay? So again, check out my other channel, check out the video I made on that, and so you can have more information. And check out that channel for all of you guys that are interested in moving to Mexico or coming to Mexico. Check out my other channel, because that's all I talk about on that channel. It's just dispelling myths all day, every day. I do all kinds of shit. I go to the Mexican bakery. We do all kinds of stupid shit, on the channel as well. But we also talk about these very important topics. Look, another topic a lot of people always ask me about is like, can you get extradited from Mexico if you all of a sudden you commit a crime in your country, like not wearing your mask or child support or whatever, some stupid shit like that, a drug offense, like a weed crime. A lot of people are like, well, if I go to Mexico, then they're going to extradite me. Well, the answer again is no, you cannot get extradited. Anything outside of murder, if you commit murder, you commit some sort of like super crazy heinous crime, yeah, you're going to get extradited. Okay. But other than that, no. In fact, if they try to extradite you, because sometimes they do, they try to extradite you for the stupidest shit, the people extraditing you actually get thrown in jail for kidnapping. Because if they come over here and they try to extradite you and they don't follow the Mexican protocol, they're the ones that actually get thrown in jail for kidnapping. And you know what the Mexican protocol basically says? They got to go through the court system to try to extradite you. And because of the Constitution in Mexico, it never works. Outside of murder or outside of some really crazy capital offense, they can't extradite you. So even if they wanted to. Now, if they're trying to extradite you over some stupid shit, you definitely don't be going back to the US, but at the end of the day, you're safe here. Okay. So again, those are two questions that you're never going to fucking hear about. And yeah, you know what I mean? And you're going to definitely, be, hearing more about here. So thank you. All right. Let me see. Let me read some more comments. Oh, okay. You know what? Let me get my Exodus wallet out. All right. So I can open it up. So I can, what is it? So we can all hear the donation. So, thank you very much for the Litecoin. Thank you, Elijah. I really appreciate that. All right, so we'll see. We'll hear it together, hopefully. That's the idea, right? Oh, look at that. Holy shit. Thank you very much. Let me see. How much did I? Oh, wow. One whole Litecoin. Wow. Thank you, man. Thank you. That's a fat donation. Okay. That's a $72 donate. That's that's what it's worth in dollars right now. Okay. So, it is what it is, right? But seriously, thank you. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate that, Elijah. All right. And thank you for not sending me Elijah coin. And thank you for sending me Litecoin. By the way, I have Jose coin, and that I've literally created like many years ago. I think I might have to start busting out some of those Jose coins and start giving them away as gifts, since a lot of you guys are enjoying this. But seriously, hey, thank you. And thank you to everybody out there that's always giving me, all kinds of contributions to the show in many shapes and forms, not just donations, but again, through information, knowledge, and just, many things. There's a lot of people behind the scenes that you guys are never going to see that help me with many things, putting this whole thing together, with, the technology aspect and many other things too. So again, big shout out to all of you, and shout out to, Elijah. Thank you so much, brother. Seriously. Thank you, bro. Let me see. Okay. Where are we at? Elijah's. Oh, no, wait. Iron Sharp. Iron Sharp is the one that sent it to me. Sorry. Oh my God. I feel like such a fucking loser. Hold on. Hold on.
Halfway, take a few steps back.
Thank you, Iron Sharp. I really appreciate it, bro. Thank you, Iron Sharp. I'm so sorry about that. You know what I mean? I feel like a dumbass. You know what I mean? How many times do I fuck up a day?
100 times?
More.
200 times?
More.
500 times?
Probably.
All right, this is my face right now. But thank you, Iron Sharp. Thank you, Iron Sharp. And by the way, Iron Sharp, you've been listening to me since fucking 2017, as far as I remember. I haven't seen you around the channel in a long time, but as far as I remember you from back in the day. All right, back when I was like in my little fucking apartment. Remember my little room living in LA and shit like that. So thank you. What soundboard am I using? It's called Jingle Palette. Here, just type here. Something like that. I think it's, just search that. It's pretty good. I like it. I enjoy it. You know what I mean? My friend is always telling me to use the Steam one. I might have to use that one because, anyways, for the podcasting and all that other shit. But regardless, guys, just seriously, thank you very much. But yeah, I use Jingle Palette. I think it was with 2 L's. I like Colombia as a viable option for moving. Yeah, Colombia is also great. I got people that move out there. Other people that are moving to Eastern Europe. There's a lot of places, man. There's a lot of places in Latin America. To me, I like Mexico. I came out here. I wasn't expecting much of Mexico, and I fell in love with Mexico and the Mexican people. And in fact, a Mexican person in particular, which is Christian, my wife, that you guys saw earlier. So yeah, that's how much I love Mexico. So Mexico been very, very good to me, and I love it here. I'm not gonna lie, you know what I mean, seriously. And I'm very happy and fortunate to be here, and I try to help as many people as possible to come out here if that's what they want to do. So, but anyways, yeah. All right, moving on. Oh, Mega Shredder says, if I ever decide to move to Merida, Mexico, I am paying for your services, but I'd rather live closer to Trinidad than the US. Yeah, man, again, there's many places around the world, man. You know what I mean? If you ever do decide to come out to Merida, yeah, man, for sure. You know what I mean? I'm here. But yeah, man, there's a lot of Caribbean islands that are fucking awesome. Trinidad, Tobago, all that area is fucking amazing. I'm Caribbean, bro. Remember, I'm Cuban, okay? If you got the right amount of money, Cuba is an amazing option too. Don't get it twisted, all right? People have a lot of misconceptions about Cuba. You know what I mean? If I had money, maybe once I get to my crypto riches, maybe I'll fucking move to Cuba. You never know, you know what I mean? So, fuck it. All right? Elijah says, another question. Do we have to invest thousands of dollars of crypto or can we just invest 150? You can just invest $5. In fact, you should do incremental. Every paycheck, you should put whatever, some money into your savings, and your savings in this case would be gold, silver, Bitcoin, whatever. So, it could be as little as $25. With $25, you can buy a silver coin. For $25, you can buy Bitcoin. You can buy $5 worth of Bitcoin. You know what I mean? So, and remember, we talked about this last episode in which you can, basically, Bitcoin is broken down into Satoshi. So just like you have $1 and then you got cents, You know, 5 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents. Okay, so the same thing. You got one Bitcoin and then you got Satoshi. So all the other denominations of Bitcoin are Satoshi. So if you buy $5 worth of Bitcoin, you're buying like, I don't know, 5,000 Satoshi or some shit like that. So I hope that makes sense there. If I, let me see, I'm just reading some questions. Being seen channels that are recommending me to come to Merida, Mexico, but I want to travel to Asia, then go to Asia, bro. There's tons of channels that are also talking about Asia. The thing is, from what I keep seeing, Asia keeps closing itself off to the Western world. So that's why I mentioned a place like Eastern Europe, which is opening up. Places like Africa, but that's way too hardcore for a lot of people, even me, and Latin America. You know, Latin America is a great option, and the Caribbean, all great options. Okay, so but again, Asia's great, man. You know, but again, you know, right now Asia's just getting harder and harder for an American to go and move into and live into. Back in a few years ago, it was easier, but a lot of people are actually moving from Asia, from, you know, a lot of expats that were living in Asia are now moving to this part of the world because it's just cheaper and better living out here. You know, all that area got overdeveloped, and out here, you know, we're still starting the development. So Iron says, yeah, Iron says it'll be worth 1,000 soon. Yes, Litecoin that you sent me now, it's going to be 1,000 soon. I mean, remember the Litecoin was got to an all-time high of what was it, like $400 something, I think. So. And yeah, I mean, Litecoin should be at the very least 1/4 of the price of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin is, you know, $18,000 right now, then really the price of one Litecoin should be $4,500. I don't know if I did the math right, but something like that. Let me see. Mega Shredder says, I am from the Lesser Antilles. Whatever. So I want something different from Trinidad, honestly. Even though I like it there, I can own guns in other islands, but not in Colombia or Mexico if I move there. Yeah. So, but you know, to me, it's like the reason I like this part of Mexico, the Yucatan, which is where I live, is because it closely resembles what I missed, what I love. I'm from Miami. So living out here is like Miami light, you know, Miami minus the violence, Miami minus the bullshit, Miami minus the heat, Miami minus all the craziness from Miami. So I love it here, you know what I mean? And as a Cuban, you know, you kidding me? They have a lot of Cuban food and influence out here. This is a really chill part of Mexico. It's very Caribbean. The weather, I love the weather here. I lived in cold weather climates, you know, and I hated it. So yeah, to me, this is, like I said, perfect, you know? If I would have moved to another part of Mexico that would have been maybe colder and a little bit different and not as Cubanized as this part, I probably would not be as happy. But since I'm here, every day I get happier and happier because, again, it just reminds me of Miami, but it's like all the cool things about South Florida. You know what I mean? So, and that's it. I'm Miami born and raised. I've been all over the U.S. I never fit in anywhere. You know, and out here, you know, I fit in more here than I do in any part of the U.S., okay? Even in Miami, I don't fucking fit in, you know, because I'm too, you know, again, I'm even in Miami, I'm very outside the box, you know what I mean? I'm an outsider within my own community, but even in my own community, there's a lot of people like me. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I had to get out of Miami. So out here, I get all the awesomeness of where I used to live. But, you know, I'm also very unique, and there's so many unique things around me. So, I don't know, I love it here, me personally. But I understand what you're saying, Mega Shredder, because that's a major thing for me, too. That's why I love Eastern Europe. And I would love to go to Eastern Europe, but I cannot handle the fucking snow and all that cold weather and all that craziness from over there, from that weather. So that's why I don't go over there, you know what I mean? The Mediterranean would be fucking amazing, though. So like somewhere like I think like Malta or other like Cyprus. I don't know. I think those areas are pretty good, you know. Turkey. Yeah, anyways. But that's basically not even Eastern Europe per se. Eastern Europe, I was talking about like, you know, the Ukraines and the fucking Latvias of the world. You know what I mean? So yeah, I get it. Pull out your map so you can see what I'm talking about. Victoria Island in Lagos, Nigeria is equivalent to Mexico City and Dubai in one city. Africa is a nice place, but just like Latin America, be careful. Yeah, again, you know, Africa is amazing. Africa is fucking amazing. And me, as a Cuban Latin person going to Africa, they will love me there. So, I mean, I want to go to Africa. Christians are like the ones a little bit more apprehensive, but we'll eventually go out there. But yeah, man, you know, Africa is not for the faint of heart, man. Africa is super hardcore. But at the same time, you're going to find plenty of places in Africa that are very developed and very first world. And yeah, nothing like what the Africa we think of. Okay, so yeah, for sure. Africa's a hidden gem, man. Africa is gonna fucking blow up, same as Latin America. And as this great reset happens, as the great transfer of wealth happens, as all this shit happens, these are the two places to be looking at. So, by the way, I really gotta get going soon, so I'm just gonna finish up the comments and that's it, okay? Because that's it. I really gotta go. I just realized the time. I've not been getting your live notification, but I watch all your videos. You are real, and I'm not trying to scam anyone. That's not. But thank you, bro. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not trying to scam. In fact, I call out the scammers, you know, because, you know, they're out there and they fucking come after me from time to time, especially the ones in the XRP community. But yeah, you know what I mean? For sure. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to fucking do my thing. I get so much value. Literally, you just sent me a Litecoin. So many people send me all kinds of things. They hire me. They all these things. And that's more than enough. And all I got to do is be myself. So to me, my mind is blown. The fact that I get to just turn on the camera, set these things up here, and then just talk like I'm talking to my friends, and I get to get paid for that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I could never understand the whole scamming and all that horribleness, you know. But they're out there, a lot of them. It's all about the money for so many people. You know that. So thank you. I know you weren't trying to flatter me, but I really appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, oh, by the way, the reason you were not getting any live notifications is because I was actually banned from YouTube. YouTube banned me for over 90 days, and I just got back to live streaming last week. This is my second live stream in over 3 months, okay? So that's why you haven't seen me, you know, because they took me off. But what you can do is go to my website, okay? I'm gonna put my website again in the chat. But go to my website and you'll never miss a thing. I go live on my other channels. I do a cooking live stream. Basically, I turn my kitchen into a live studio and I cook a full meal live for you guys. So I do that. I live in Mexico, so I make plenty of videos about living out here in Mexico. I got this channel, which I'm still making videos for, and I got a podcast every Tuesday and Thursday night. Do podcast stuff. So you can check all that out, okay? So please. Check out my website so you can find everything. Plus, I got tons of info on my website that would be, you know, probably very useful to most of you guys. So check it out. Call out TSRGSKK. He's a rapper who scams his own fan. He raps about scamming and crypto. Yeah, no, again, I don't call anyone out. But I do have people that call me out, and then that's when I go on the fucking, you know, attack, and I turn into fucking Rambo, and I usually decimate them. But I don't like doing that. I don't like going out after people, you know, whatever. But the few morons out there that actually want to come after me, oh yeah, they instantly regret it. And that's why no one comes after me, but they still do, because there's still people out there that, but I don't go after anybody. I know what I'm capable of. Why the fuck am I going to go out there and go, I don't want to create enemies that I don't have to create, okay? Because I already create enough enemies by doing absolutely nothing except what I'm doing now, by spitting and talking the truth. So again, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to go out there and create any enemies like that. But yeah, again, if they come out and reach out to me, I put on the gloves. In fact, I take off the gloves and we go at it, you know what I mean? All day. No gloves. So, do you think WAP could make blockchain grow? I don't even know what the fuck WAP is. Wet ass pussy? Oh wait, wrong one. Wrong sound effect. Hold on.
What's the matter? You got some sand in your vagina? No, I don't have sand in my vagina.
Is that what WAP is? So do I think the wet ass pussy can make a blockchain grow? I have no idea. I have no idea. Wet ass pussy can make anything grow. In fact, that's what's made the whole world grow, right? Are we talking about the same thing? Oh, okay, rap. No, that's bad. You know what I mean? Get away from that. You know what I mean? What is that, bro? You know, a wrapped Bitcoin? I don't even want to get into all that, okay? But no, that's basically it's going to steal your money, okay? Do they have Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu here in Merida, Mexico? Maybe? I don't know. Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. So, yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then I think I'm going to bounce too because I got to go. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's episode as we hung out, you know, in the Bitcoin matrix out here, you know, doing our thing. I really, really appreciate you guys, all of you guys. Thank you so much again, Iron Sharp, for that Litecoin. Thank you so much, Mega Shredder. Thank you so much, Steven Sitchell. Who else is that? Elijah. Look at Steven. He got a shout out. He just got in here. Shout out to IC. Shout out to IBLB. Shout out to Clay. Shout out to Elko. Shout out to Hanson, Chi-Town, David Gomez. Shout out to all of you guys and everyone else in which the names I did not mention. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. I really appreciate you guys. Please. In fact, you know, before we go, let me just show you. Let's just, you know, might as well, since we're already here, since I already got you guys, right, full attention. So please check out my website. Okay, as you guys can see there. Okay, just go to josearteaga.com. Okay, Jose Arteaga, the website. Okay, you see all this information up here. Okay, I got all the videos on my channels up here. Okay, here's the video I did about driving down here. It's somewhere over here, somewhere. All right, just yeah, there it is. Okay, you see. Can you drive to Merida, Mexico? Okay, and talk about cash, talk about all kinds of things. Okay, and you get extradited or whatever. And then we have my regular channel. Okay, we got the cooking channel, and we have the podcast and beyond. So guys, please, all right, check my whole ecosystem out. All right, go to my website, check all that out, so you can stay abreast of everything I'm doing. And that's about it, guys. You know, don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please hit that bell icon. But more importantly than anything else, stay educated and stay awesome. All right. And thank you so much. And if you really, 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 really enjoy this content and love this content, the best thing you can do is share it. Share this content. YouTube is not helping me or doing me any favors in that department. So share the content. Share it everywhere. Share it like a disease, like a virus. Have it spread all over the place. All right, guys. Thanks again. And we'll see you next week. Bye. Have a great rest of your weekend. Peace. Hold on. Bye.